his third start. No record like Garcia, but a 4 flat ERA, 9 innings, 17 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and the opposition batting .415 against Chris. The one thing about Chris, remember, and I asked Rick about the finger, he said, it's fine, but I talked to Chris Salamita a little bit more about it. His index finger on his throwing hand, his left hand got jammed. It got, well, almost like if you took the index finger and jammed it into the side of a wall, and it bent it back a little bit, and it bruised the nail and the end of the finger pretty badly. And he really needs that finger to control that breaking ball, because that is his bread and butter pitch. He's got a decent fastball, good changeup, but he has a real sweeping breaking ball, and if you're here at the ballpark tonight, you will see it. And it really prevented him in that first start, and to some degree in his second start in Laredo, from really being able to throw that breaking ball. He says it's gotten better, so as it gets better, so will that breaking ball, and it should be a better put-away pitch for Chris Salamita on opposing hitters. We'll see what happens with it here tonight. So Chris Salamita for the Goldeyes, a left-hander versus right-hander Justin Garcia in the middle game of this 3-game series. The finale goes tomorrow at 11:05. So essentially the big show will sign off. We'll sign on at 10:30 tomorrow morning. It will be Matt Rush for Winnipeg tomorrow versus lefty Jack Spradlin. And yes, Zach Baldwin has been confirmed here in Winnipeg. It's likely the Goldeyes will sign and activate Zach for Saturday's game. The Goldeyes will use Matt Rush tomorrow, then Fabian Williamson on Friday night, and then meet the spot starter, the fifth starter in their rotation. And the fifth starter in the rotation will be Zach Baldwin, as he's been confirmed to be here. I didn't bother asking Rick about it because he hasn't signed him, but he is here, and that is the intention that Zach Baldwin will be part of the team come Saturday night. As Zach did not join the team for training camp, and there was some talk that he might not be back, but he is involved in the family insurance business, Allstate back in West Virginia. He had some courses to complete before I guess he could be a full-fledged broker, and he has done most of that, and it freed up the opportunity for him to come for one more year. I talked to Zach today, very excited to be back here today as well, and likely we'll get the ball on Saturday night when the Goldeyes host the Gary Social Railcats in the 5th game of this homestand, and the middle game against the Railcats coming up on the weekend. But tonight, as the Goldeyes wear their red tops and white pants, they will be concerned with nothing else than the Amarillo Sox, the middle game of this 3-game set. Amarillo in that brown top, gray pant, patterned after the old San Diego Padres jerseys and color scheme as well. The baseball buddies are out there. They're waiting for the Goldeyes to be introduced, and then we'll have the anthem. Goldie's out there. Goldette is out there. She was introduced to everybody last night, and it looks like another real healthy crowd assembling here tonight as well. It will be school day here tomorrow, patrol day here tonight. I wouldn't be surprised with what I've seen file in here that the Goldeyes will be over 6,000 here this evening, and likely around that or more or better tomorrow with it being school day here. So that's a real good start to the first 3 games here at home of the 50 the Goldeyes will play. One is down, 49 to go, including here tonight as the Goldeyes take on the Amarillo Sox. Winnipeg is 4-0, by the way, against Amarillo. They'll play tonight, tomorrow. That will do it for the seasonal series between the two teams, unless, of course, there is a meeting come September in the postseason, and anything can happen. So we'll see what happens here. But the Goldeyes and their field manager really respecting Amarillo, and Rick was saying that he has a feeling that the Amarillo Sox will be around and will be heard from by the time September comes around, when the regular season ends on September the 3rd. For the Goldeyes, it will end here at home against Fargo, and then somewhere a couple of days later in that week, the week of September the 2nd, the postseason will start, and everything should be wrapped up by about the 16th of September if you make it to the finals and go to a 5th and deciding game. Again, there's a bit of a delay, and we're waiting for the Goldeyes to be introduced, and then we'll take a timeout for the anthems here, and then come back with the starting lineups and the first pitch for this one tonight. Here we go. like I said, I would think there'll be over 6,000 here again tonight. Much better night. There were, despite the conditions last night, the Goldeyes going into the game had only sold, not only, but they had sold 7,200 tickets. They ended up with a crowd, or tickets sold, of 7,422. That means 222 or thereabouts walked up last night. Can you believe that? Over 200 for walk-up last evening. That is not bad, because usually when it's cold or one rain cloud comes over, it just beats your walk-up crowd right down. People say they look outside 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, making a decision. Cloud, no, not going. If it's a sunny day, the walk-up can be as great as 1,000 here. But certainly I thought commendable for the folks that came last night and stayed, for the fireworks, which were spectacular, and then also for the folks that walked up last night, decided to come to the game, even though they knew what the conditions were like. And certainly a hearty group here in the Capital Region, Southern Manitoba and Winnipeg, to watch baseball and sit out for football, for that matter, in open-air stadiums. Well, the Goldeyes again in red tops and white pants. And we will have the anthems coming up momentarily, and that will mean that our pregame show will come to a conclusion right now. That's it for the Winnipeg Insurance pregame show ride to the ballpark. If you're thinking about coming down, $5 gets you in. Come on down. There are seats for you. We would love to see you here tonight as the Goldeyes look to go to 2-0 at home and 8-3 overall. They're 7-3 coming in. Amarillo 6-5. All right, when we come back, starting lineups, first pitch, Goldeyes baseball coming up next on TSN 1290.
Free Jive Interactive Media is online, on site, and on the street. Grab the new online version of the Free Jive Weekly at freejivewinnipeg.com or pick it up at one of our 200 local restaurant locations. Find us at local events and keep a lookout for the Free Jive Cruiser around the city. And make sure to visit freejivewinnipeg.com to keep updated on all of our weekly contests and giveaways. Free Jive Interactive Media. Online, on site, on the street.
When you're stepping up to the plate with a major league appetite, make the big play for the home run special at Chicken Delight. Here's the pitch. 8 pieces of delicious chicken, medium fries and gravy, 2-liter Pepsi, and 2 free Winnipeg Goldeyes ticket vouchers. That's a $40 value for just $26.99. It's a hit.
So don't call tonight. Tonight, all right. Call Chicken Delight.
There once was a young boy named Eric who had a passion for trucks. Big trucks, little trucks. He loved them all. Who vowed one day trucks would be his life's work. And when he grew up, he bought some trucks. Lots of them. Tough, hard-working, shiny, silver trucks with big logos. You've seen them around. I know you have. Eric's so proud of his trucks, he carries a picture of them in his wallet. Johnson Waste Management. Doing our best to be the very best.
Growing debt is like being in a dark tunnel. You don't know which way to turn. You keep getting tripped up by bills and sudden expenses that you didn't see coming, and you feel like you aren't making any progress. But there's someone who can give you advice on debt counseling and credit proposals. Someone who can guide you to a light at the end of the tunnel. L.C. Taylor, trustee in bankruptcy. Your way forward. Visit us at lctaylor.net.
Our producer-operator back at the studio tonight is Eric Fritchie. We know him as Bo Peep. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along. Game 2 of this 3-game series for Winnipeg against the Amarillo Sox. Starting lineups are brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Fans, when you visit the Sky Suite level here at Shaw Park, make sure to stop and relax in one of the 3 Lazy Boy Comfort Zones. Each Lazy Boy Comfort Zone is fully furnished with the latest Lazy Boy sofas, love seats, coffee tables, and their world-famous recliners. The Winnipeg Goldeyes would like to thank Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, located at 1425 Ellis Avenue, for their support. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. Chris Salamita will get the start for the Goldeyes here tonight. No record and a flat 4 ERA. And he'll face a Sox lineup that looks like this. Jason White will lead it off. He'll be at short. Adam Buschini gets pushed from the bottom of the order up to second because Matthew Tucker is missing tonight due to injury. Buschini bats second, plays out and left. Jake Opitz hits third. He is at second base. Tim Alberts was the sole leading hitter in the league. He's tied now with a .487 average. He'll bat cleanup and play out and right. Alberto Espinosa will be at first base. He will bat fifth. Batting sixth is Van Pope, and he'll play at third base tonight. And the bottom three for John Harris and the Amarillo Sox. Chuck Lofgren, last night's starter, will DH tonight. He will bat seventh. Mitch Albida will catch and hit eighth. And Harrison Kane, who's the 10th leading batter in the league and fifth in RBI with 13 runs batted in, will bat ninth. And he will play in center field. That lineup again for the 6 and 5 Amarillo Sox. White, Buschini, Opitz, Alberts, Espinosa, Pope, Lofgren, Albida, and Kane. Glad to have you along tonight wherever you're tuning in from. In Winnipeg, Capital Region, Southern Manitoba tonight, Cottage Country on the farm, ranch, or hide all our shut-ins tonight as well. We welcome you, and certainly to you folks watching online or listening online. Here is Jason White. He'll lead it off. Stands in from the left-hand side. He was 0 for 4 last night. And it's lefty-lefty. He's in the shade. Salamita pitches out of the sunshine. First pitch is swung on and fouled at the plate, and we're underway tonight at 7:11. We're late by 6 minutes, but underway at 11 minutes after 7 o'clock Central, and that was a foul off the foot of Jason White, and it's strike one. Tonight's opening pitch brought to you by the Greenwood Inn and Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn and Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. Call toll-free today or any day, 888-233-6730. White struck out twice yesterday, and the 0-1 pitch is a bunt shown. He pulled back and took on the inside corner for a strike. And it's 0-2. Our home plate umpire tonight, welcome back, Joe Pascucci. Saw him last year. He's the crew chief on this crew, and no relation, although no, I shouldn't say that, maybe, the 0-2. Breaking ball is outside 1 ball and 2 strikes to our own Joe Pascucci over at Global. Now, the Pascuccis, Joe Pascucci, the umpire, Joe Pascucci, the sports director over at Global, and Joe Pascucci, the sports director's son, Joe Pascucci. Breaking ball swung on and bounced left side, diving out, knocking it down as Cusick gets up, throws from one knee, and gets it over to first, but not in time. And with 2 strikes, Jason White will have an infield single here. And that is the first hit for Amarillo. Remember, last night, Ace Walker sat them down in order for 5 2/3 of an inning, or 5 2/3 of a baseball game. And Adam Buschini, the batter. Anyway, the 3 Pascuccis got together, had a team pick last year, or a family pick, if you will. Now, apparently going back and tracing their roots to Italy, there might be some connection there, is what I've been told. Here's Adam Buschini. He stands in from the right side, and Salamita working from the stretch. White over at first base, 2 for 2 on the base pass. The pitch swung on and lifted out toward right field. Mazzola got a late jump, coming hard now, and he'll get underneath it and make the catch. And back to first base goes Jason White. Well, tough for Mazzola. I don't think he saw it right away off the bat. Plus, he's kind of looking into the sun. He's wearing the sunglasses. And then because of athleticism, he was able to run underneath it, get under that ball, and make the catch on that Buschini flyout. There's one away with a runner at first base. So here's Jake Opitz. And again, our home plate umpire is Joe Pascucci. Chaz Stadola is at first, and Mike O'Leary at third. It's an all-American crew here for tonight and this series, and presumably staying here, although one might factor back down to the U.S. for the weekend. you would think they'll keep these three guys here through the weekend when Gary gets into town. And a throw over to first base, and Jason White back in time. Pascucci calling the balls and strikes. Stodola at first. O'Leary is at third here tonight for Game 2 of this three-game series. Just underway here in the top of the first. 1 on and 1 out. Jake Opitz, left-handed swinging second baseman, will stand in. Runner on the move. Throw behind the runner. Now Allen's throw up to second. Sweeping tag there by Kendall in time. Caught stealing. 1, 3, 6. And how about that throw by Luis Alen? He stepped into a throwing lane and put it right into the glove of Kendall, who was running to meet the ball at the bag, and Kendall received it perfectly on a great toss by the first baseman, Luis Alen, and a sweeping tag of White, who gets caught for the first time this year, 2 away. And no pitch to Opitz yet. Here comes the first one, and it's swung on, bounced foul right side, and off the meshing and railing atop the steps of the Amarillo dugout. And it's strike one. Defensively for the Goldeyes, Dan Barbero is doing the catching for the first time here tonight. 0-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Barbero catching for the first time until tonight. Luis Alen had caught every inning of every game of the 10 games that the Goldeyes had played. That included 2 extra inning contests on that Texas road trip. Luis Alen is over at first. Matt Cusick is at second base. Pitch is swung on and fouled back to the screen. And then Bryce Kendall at short, Amos Ramon at third. For the Goldeyes, left to right in the field, it's Ridge Carpenter, Chris Roberson, and Josh Mazzola. The DH tonight is Yurendell de Caster, who's back after the 1-game suspension, but has a bit of a hammy problem, and they're going to keep him off his legs defensively tonight. John Weber returns tomorrow morning to the lineup, and likely you'll see de Caster back at first, and perhaps Weber either DHing or playing left field. 0-2 to Opitz. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Barbero missed it. It got between his legs. Now he'll pick it up and fire it to first base. And he pulled Alen off the bag. It's a swinging strikeout, but then it will be an error, probably E2, on Barbero. Now, you could charge a wild pitch on that as it hit the dirt, but Barbero had enough time to make a good throw, and it just wasn't a very good throw. You could probably charge an error on it if you wanted, but likely it's going to be a wild pitch. And Salamita will be charged with a wild pitch and no error here. So strikeout and a wild pitch. Here's Tim Albert's first pitch is outside, ball 1. And that first strikeout by Chris Salamita, brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. Folks, 1 strike, and you're out. Here's Tim Alberts. And Salamita, a long pause. Somebody's going to call for time. No, here comes the pitch. It's a fastball wide, 2-0. Yeah, Barbero had the opportunity as the ball just squirted between his legs as it hit the ground. He found it in the cutout circle, had lots of time. In fact, the throw was going to beat Opitz by a couple of strides, but it was high and wide of the bag, and Alen had to come off the bag to make the catch and then never got the foot back on and couldn't make a tag of Opitz going by. Swing and a miss, and the count 2-1 to Alberts. So a wild pitch charged. And a 2-1 count on Alberts with a base runner again for Amarillo, and the throw goes over to first base. Let's have a look at the weather report brought to you by 360winnipeg.ca, Winnipeg's visual directory to win tickets to upcoming Goldeyes games. Go to 360winnipeg.ca and enter to win. Sunny conditions here in downtown, and it is 17 Celsius or 62 Fahrenheit. 2-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Humidity, 45%. And the wind is out of the west-northwest at just 5 clicks, barely moving the flags on the scoreboard. The flags out in left center field and in left field behind the fencing are wrapped around most of their respective masts. 17 or 62. The pitch swung on, chopper out towards short, charged there by Kendall, running pickup and throw, and he threw it away. And going over to third base is going to be Jake Opitz. Well, that will be an error. It will be E6. Well, a running pickup. And Kendall wasn't even close with a throw to first base. Fortunately, it didn't go into the dugout for Amarillo. It went off of the retaining wall. Now, one of those areas is chalked, and they're probably going to ask for the extra base here, or are they just worried about the cushion on the retaining wall that separates the fans from the playing surface here? And somebody is standing outside of that dugout. It's John Harris. And this is going to be an argument over the ground rules and where the ball went into. It used to be an area that was chalked, and I don't see it chalked, but there might be remnants of a chalked line in there. And now John Harris will march back toward his first base dugout, and they will not award the extra base. Remember, you go over the ground rules quite comprehensively before the first game of the series, and then there's a reminder during the lineup card exchange before every game after that. So it's an error, and there'll be no extra base. It puts runners on the corners, and Alberto Espinosa, who was 1 for 4 with an RBI last night, will step in from the right side. Well, there you go. The Goldeyes, again, sloppy defensively, and have made 11 errors on that road trip, and then last night made 2, and make 1 again here tonight, although there should be 2 charged. First pitch is swung on and missed, and a change of pace, and it's strike 1 to Espinosa on the throw to Barbero. But that's the way you scored, is wild pitch and not throwing error. Espinosa batting .262. Well, if anything is scored here at this point, it will be unearned. Although Amarillo could care little about that. They would like to open up the scoring here. The 0-1 is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, again, sunny and 17 Celsius or 62 Fahrenheit, 45% humidity, west-northwest at 5 clicks. Glad to have you along tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike to Espinosa, top of the first inning. Now the shadows over home plate and the mound. Salamita from the stretch, and the lefties 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Yeah, if there's been one thing I think that you could say or point out to be a disappointing start for Winnipeg, has been the errors that have mounted. You know, what's that movie, Bull Durham, where the manager sort of accosts the team in the shower? The 1-2 swung on, bounced out toward the left side of the infield. Diving out is Kendall, tried to smother it, couldn't. It spills into left field. And in to score, the first run is Jake Opitz on an RBI single by Alberto Espinosa. That'll be unearned, and it's 1-0 for Amarillo. So Espinosa with his second hit of the series and second RBI, 8th RBI of the campaign. And here is Van Pope. Runners at first and second now. In the movie, the manager goes in and gets everybody to assemble in the shower. And he gets very upset. You know, that's the old saying about lollygagging. You lollygag your way to first. You lollygag your way to left field. What does that make us? A bunch of lollygaggers? First pitch is low and inside, ball 1. I'm not suggesting that about the current edition of the Winnipeg Goldeyes in 2012 at all. What I am saying, though, at the end of it, and it's quite the diatribe, he goes, baseball is a simple game. The 1-0 is high and away, 2 balls and no strikes. You throw the ball, you hit the ball, you catch the ball. 2 balls and no strikes to Van Pope, who was 0 for 3 last night. The 2-0. Fastball wide, 3 balls and no strikes. We're in the top of the first. 2 hits. An error. A wild pitch has got a guy on a board after a strikeout. And Van Pope is ahead at 3-0. Salamita's fallen behind. The 3-0 is in and out of the glove of Barbero, and that's ball 4. As that pitch missed inside, and the bases are now loaded. So a walk issued by Chris Salamita. And here is the DH, Chuck Lofgren, who was the starting pitcher last night. And Lofgren did take the loss, and here comes Bill Pulsifer out to have a chat kind of settle everybody down here. This has got off to a very sloppy start. Well, once again, folks, Wendy's Restaurants and Baseball Manitoba have teamed up to form a great partnership this spring. The joint initiative provides an opportunity for all minor baseball players in the province to learn more about the game and the Goldeyes through a full-color baseball booklet that was distributed to all players following registration for minor baseball in the province. Plus, Wendy's has again provided each player with a free Frosty, redeemable at any Wendy's location in Manitoba. The Goldeyes, Wendy's, and Baseball Manitoba, a guaranteed triple play. Mound meeting is over. And here is Chuck Lofgren. Hitting .250 on the year. No homers and 2 driven in. 1 in, 1-0 Amarillo, top of the first. 2 out, and the bases are loaded for the left-handed swinging pitcher / DH. First pitch is inside, ball 1. As Salamita has thrown 5 straight balls. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch is inside and low, 2-0. Lofgren, 26 years old, out of Burlingame, California. The pitch is low, 3-0. And the Goldeyes are 1 pitch away from walking in the second run here. 3 balls, no strikes to Lofgren. Salamita comes set. And the pitch is high, ball 4, and he did. Walks in a run. 3rd RBI of the year for Lofgren, and it's 2-0 for Amarillo. In to score is Tim Alberts. And the inning continues, and Mitch Albita, the catcher, will step up. He was 1 for 1 last night in a pinch hitting situation. Ended up scoring a run as well. Hitting .237 and a right-handed stick. 2 runs, 2 hits for Amarillo. First pitch is outside, ball 1. And all of a sudden, there's going to be some barking from the Goldeyes dugout. And now Joe Pascucci looks over inside the dugout. But I'll tell you what, some of these pitches are pretty close. 1 ball and no strikes to Mitch Albita. And the pitch. And that's a strike. Came back with a changeup, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-0 Amarillo. And now their starter, Justin Garcia, down in the bullpen throwing because this inning's going a little longer than he had predicted. First time that he's been up since he got loose initially, and a pitch missed inside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Albita, who has a homer and 7 driven in. 2-1. Bases are loaded. 2-0 Amarillo. The pitch. Swung on, ground ball back up the middle. It's going to be picked up. Oh, it went between the legs of Cusick into center field. Into score will be 2 more runs. And it's 4-0 Amarillo. Cusick went to grab it, got in front of it, and wanted to shovel it to Kendall, but he never picked up the baseball, went right between his legs. And that should be another error. It'll be E4. No RBI for Albita, but 4 runs have scored here. And it will be E4. And the Goldeyes, real bad defensively here to start. And here's Harrison Kane. As now with runners on the corners, Harrison Kane and Amarillo will bat around as Kane's the 9th man to hit in the inning. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Kane is the 10th best batter in the league, hitting .390. He has 13 RBI. That's 5th most in the league. And he's hitting 9th. Probably for this very reason, the 1-0. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Kane 1 for 3 with a run scored last night. 4 runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors for the Goldeyes here. 4-0 Amarillo. Pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Chuck Lofgren at third base. Albida's at first. Well, the Goldeyes will have some work to do here, giving up a 4 spot. The 2-1 in there for a strike. It's 2-2. And it's been shoddy out there. Bad throw to first. Bad throw from short to first. Missed pickup at second base. Couple of walks have factored in. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Harrison Kane. And the pitch. Swung on. That's hit well out to left center field. Ridge Carpenter will drift in toward the gap, though, and make the catch for the final out. Well, 9 step to the plate for Amarillo. 4 come in to score on 2 hits. 2 Goldeye errors, a wild pitch, 2 walks, and 2 left for Amarillo. They get 4. The Goldeyes are coming to bat on TSN 1290.
It's Ken with a solution for loneliness out here in the field. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would keep a 2-way radio in the cab. Prairie Mobile has the Kenwood 2-way radios that'll keep you in touch with the family and help if you ever need it. Tough, long-range, economical, and very sociable. Say more with 2-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
The Greenwood Inn & Suites invites you to make it your home base for an overnight stay, your next meeting, or social event. You can even make it a home run with all-day dining or Sunday brunch at Dalton's. Enjoy the first-class service and facilities the Greenwood Inn & Suites has to offer. To book your next stay, visit the website at greenwoodwinnipeg.com or call 775-9889. 775-9889. The Greenwood Inn & Suites, putting the friendly in friendly Manitoba.
And here's a picture of Andy at the beach.
You mean that tiny speck on the horizon?
Yeah. Oh, here's a better picture. He's the yellow blurry thing in the middle.
Don't be stuck with a camera you don't know how to use. Shop Don's Photo. They have that same camera you found at the box store, even the same price. The difference is they'll actually show you how to use it. Visit donsphoto.com or stop by one of our 3 Winnipeg stores and let's talk photography.
Bottom of the first inning, we welcome you back. Just went and had a little chat with the official scorer, Steve Eitzen, and he's inclined to charge a 3rd error to the Goldeyes in that inning. Top half of this first, where Amarillo sends 9 men to the plate, bat around, score 4 runs. And the 3rd error will be charged to Dan Barbero. First pitch to Price Kendall in the bottom of the first to get it underway. He's in there for a strike from Justin Garcia. Barbero, while he missed the initial catch, and the pitch is swung on, bounced out towards short. Jason White up with it over to first base, and there's 1 away on 2 pitches as Kendall is retired. So 1 away, and he'll be followed by Chris Roberson and Dan Barbero. Barbero picked up the baseball and threw it to first base. I mean, he had Jake Opitz by 2 strides, but the throw was so bad that it pulled Luis Alen way off, and Louis couldn't get the foot back on the bag nor get a tag of Opitz on the way by. So if you're scoring at home, take the wild pitch away from Salamita and charge a 3rd error in that inning. And the 3rd error is to Dan Barbero. So E2. First pitch to Roberson, batting from the left side against the right-hander in Justin Garcia's high and tight, ball 1. 1-0. He's in there for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Roberson 0 for 2 with a couple of walks and a stolen base last night. We're in the bottom of the first, 4-0 Amarillo. The pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. And this could get interesting here tonight with Joe Pascucci, who appears to be all over the map with the strike zone. 1-2. Swung on, popped up. Mile high, right center field. Alberts is there, so is the center fielder Kane. It'll be Kane's call and catch. And there's 2 away. Defensively for the Sox tonight, Mitch Albita, the other half of the battery. Alberto Espinosa at first. Jake Opitz at second. Jason White at short. Van Pope at third. Then Adam Buschini, Harrison Kane, Tim Alberts left to right in the field. Here is Dan Barbero. 2 for 4 last night with a double. And the first pitch from Garcia is on the outside edge for a strike. So Barbero hitting .500, a left-handed stick. The 0-1. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike. That's a beauty. Tomorrow, Matt Rush versus left-hander Jack Spaulding. And the 0-2 pitch. Called third strike on the inside corner. And Barbero will go down looking. First strikeout here tonight for Justin Garcia. Somebody should let the Goldeyes know the game started at 7:11. We'll go to the second. 4-0 Amarillo on TSN 1290.
Shorty's Plumbing and Heating is long on service, value, and customer satisfaction. They're your local York certified comfort experts, featuring the finest and high-efficiency York furnaces and air conditioners to keep you comfortable and to save you money on energy bills. Customers keep coming back because they're impressed with Shorty's Plumbing and Heating's Shorty Satisfaction Guarantee. So for your next plumbing, heating, air conditioning, or renovation project, experience the Shorty's Faction difference. Learn more at shortysplumbing.ca.
Cal Tire, the tire and wheel experts, has the best selection of tires and wheels in the city, and all at prices that can't be beat. In fact, if you find a lower advertised price, bring it in, and Cal Tire will match it or even beat it. So this spring, pay attention to your vehicle by taking it to the experts at Cal Tire. It's time to talk to Cal at any of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me. We're in the oil business, boys.
The all-new Dallas is coming to Bravo, starting Wednesday, June 13th.
I'm coming for you, cousin.
New blood.
It's not worth going to war over.
Old feuds.
Think of me as an ally.
Same battleground.
I'm the one who belongs on South Fork.
If you think oil is dirty,
sure, no one makes business with pleasure.
You haven't met the Ewings.
Real tar is something you take.
Fun is just beginning.
The all-new Dallas, starting Wednesday, June 13th, only on Bravo.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Avalon and the Gulf Dome.
Well, we go to the second inning. Glad to have you along. My name is Paul Edmonds, our producer-operator back in South Winnipeg tonight on Pembina Highway. At our TSN studios is Eric Fritchie. 4-0 Amarillo. And the Goldeyes have not looked sharp in that first inning. Back to the top of the order for the Sox in White, Buschini, and Opitz. As they sent 9 men to the plate, Goldeyes made 3 errors in the opening inning. And it's cost them, well, all 4 runs. Here's Jason White at an infield single, his first trip. And his first hit in 5 trips in the series, that infield single. And Chris Salamita now again operating out of the sunshine. First pitch is high, ball 1. Showing bunt pulling back was White, who's hitting .250. And he takes ball 1. Good crowd again here tonight. Patrol night at the ballpark. The pitch swung on, wrapped right side, foul. And we'll have some people on from MPI. And as we always do on this night, our top patrol captain. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. Breaking ball is low and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, here in the top of 2, as we always do, we talk about the home run inning. And it's for Home Run Sports. The 2-1 pitch. On the outside edge for a strike, it's 2-2. Folks, you can drop into Home Run Sports at De La Seigneurie Boulevard and Bishop Grandin and enter to win in the Home Run Sports home run inning. Here's how it works. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning and we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports. We do the name picking behind the scenes, by the way. 2-2. Down and away, 3 balls and 2 strikes in that breaking ball. And if we pick your name that day, you'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports, but you must hear your name on this program in order to know that you're a winner. So if you listen to the games, get down and enter. 3-2. Swung on, popped up. Shallow left center. Here comes Roberson, and that will drop. Kendall went back and gave up on it, probably had the best chance to make the catch. Boy, I'll tell you what, this is awful here tonight. Roberson came in, Kendall stopped, somebody must have yelled at somebody, but it ends up dropping for a bloop single. And that's probably a ball that should have been caught. 4-0 Amarillo, and it's their 3rd hit. And the batter is Adam Buschini. And he flew out to right field his first trip. And Salamita comes sat in the pitch. Missed outside, ball 1. Again, if you listen to the radio to these games, then why not get down and enter to win? You could win yourself a Easton prize package, courtesy of Easton Sports. Now, if a Goldeye hits a home run, we pick your name. Afterward, you must contact Home Run Sports within 30 days to claim your prize. Throw goes over to first, and White, who was caught stealing back in the first, back in time. And you can do that in person or by calling 255-7687. Well, no home runs for the Goldeyes last night. So no winners in the Home Run Sports home run inning tonight. Pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Maybe tonight for tomorrow morning, the 11:05 start. We do it every game. It's the Home Run Sports home run inning, brought to you by Home Run Sports. We've got you covered from prospect to pro. Bishop Granite, 1 block west of Lash. Home Run Sports, get ready for your game. Pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. 1-2 to Adam Buschini. Nobody out. Runner at first base. Top of 2. Salamita comes set. 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, line, out to Kendall, caught for the out. Now he doubles off White over at first base with a great throw. Buschini lines out to Kendall, and then Kendall, with the presence of mind to see that Jason White was coming off the bag, gets doubled off, 6-3, and that's just what the doctor ordered here for the Goldeyes right now. So a line out, and then the double play at first base on the throw from Kendall to Luis Alen. 2 down for Jake Opitz. First pitch, lefty-lefty, fastball wide, ball 1. Opitz, this is where the Goldeyes got in all sorts of trouble. There were 2 away in the first inning and nobody on. Opitz struck out, and then the throwing error as he wraps one out towards short, up with it, Kendall over to first. It's low, but dug out with a good backhanded pickup after one hop by Louis Alen over at first base. And the out goes 6-3. Then the Goldeyes started a flurry of 3 errors, but they come back here and end up giving up a hit, but no runs, and there's nobody left. After 1.5, it's 4-0 Amarillo. We'll go to the bottom of the second. We'll play some trivia when we come back. 4-0 Amarillo, TSN 1290.
Is this the year you catch the big one? It could be if you've got the right bait and tackle from Pro-Am Tackle, Winnipeg's exclusive pro shop. Rods, reels, GPS, fish finders, trolling motors, you name it, Pro-Am's got it. And the price is right. Service is exceptional, and they have the only live bait tank in town. So make this the year you haul in more than ever before. With a little help from Pro-Am Tackle, Winnipeg's premier bait shop in the Kildonan Crossing Shopping Center, 1615 Regent West.
What if I told you that chiropractic care is highly effective in treating work-related injuries, and that the cost is fully covered through the Workers' Compensation Board? And what if I told you that I'll assess the cause of your pain rather than mask your symptoms, and that I'll offer a treatment that doesn't involve drugs or surgery? Would you be interested? Manitoba chiropractors are passionate about improving the lives of all Manitobans, working to help injured workers regain their active lives.
Manitoba chiropractors, making life better. Hello, Ken Plain here. If you're looking for a foundation contractor that you can trust, go with Avalon. But don't just take my word for it. For over 40 years, people in Winnipeg and surrounding areas have gone with Avalon for their foundation issues. So you know that you are dealing with professionals. To learn more, log on to avalonwinnipeg.ca. Go with the name you trust. Go with Avalon Construction.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 4-0 Amarillo, and Yurendell de Caster the batter, and a pitch in there for a strike, and a pitch outside for ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. De Caster missed the game last night to a league-imposed suspension. 1-1 from Garcia. Breaking ball swung on and fouled back to the screen. 1-2. And that was for his participation in that brawl in El Paso on Saturday night. It was wild. Everybody into it. And you don't see it quite often in baseball bench clearings. And a pitch in there for a called third strike, and De Caster goes down looking, and Garcia struck out a pair in the ball game, 1 away in the bottom of this second. You don't see it a lot. The benches will spill in baseball, but you don't see punches. The one on Saturday night in El Paso involved punches. Here's Matt Cusick. 0 for 4 last night, 1 for his last 8. 4-0 Amarillo leads it thanks to 3 errors made by Winnipeg. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Cusick batting .300 right on the button. A homer and a team-leading 10 RBI. 0-1 is low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Anyway, De Caster's first at bat was quick. And he's down on strikes and is the first out. And the pitch in there for a strike, off-speed variety. 1-2 to the Goldeyes left-handed swinging second baseman. Trivia contest question, by the way, and we'll play trivia here in the home half of 2. 1-2, breaking ball, swung on and missed. Down on strikes goes Cusick. 3 straight strikeouts here for Justin Garcia, including 2 in this second inning, and here's Louis Alen. Trivia in the bottom of the second is always brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. Contest is open to those that have yet to win this year. If you won during the regular season, first 10 games or the preseason, you're ineligible. First pitch, breaking ball is low and off the glove of Albita. Ball 1. Everybody else, come on in. The water's warm. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball is outside 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch. On the outside edge for a strike, it's 2-1. Up for grabs, as always, a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game, and you'll also be eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis. 2-1, swung on, fouled back. 2-2 to Louis Alen. And that's at the end of the season. Number to call, 780-1290, 780-1290. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Louis Alen. See if we get another pitch to get you the question here before this inning is over with 2 away. The pitch. Breaking ball is low, 3-2. With 2 more games remaining in the month of May, including tonight, the Goldeyes could potentially produce 9 wins this month. However, the franchise record for wins in the month of May is 11. Pitch is swung on and lined out to third. Diving is Pope to make the catch into foul territory. And the inning comes to an end on a great to the right diving spear by Van Pope at third for Amarillo. That's it for the Goldeyes. Barreling up was Luis Alen, but a terrific catch by the third baseman at the hot corner for the Sox. No runs, no hits, and nobody left for Winnipeg here in the bottom of 2. We'll go to the third, 4-0 Amarillo, TSN 1290.
Knowledge is power.
Get the power you need to succeed at CDI College.
With relevant, focused career training for business,
healthcare,
art and design, legal, technology, and more.
learn more,
Earn more.
get more out of life with a career you love, not just a job.
Find your passion at cdicollege.ca.
CDI College. We change lives through education.
CDI,
I love it, and we will succeed.
Summer is something to enjoy. But remember, drinking any alcohol and driving don't mix. Drinking and driving puts you and others in danger. Your best bet is a designated driver who has had no alcohol. Enjoy your summer, but whatever you do, don't drink and drive. To keep Manitobans safe behind the wheel, police are increasing enforcement near you. Watch for them. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
Swing into spring at Salisbury House, and you could be watching the Goldeyes swing their bats free. Sal's is proud to introduce Extras, 4 great new taste sensations. Swing into spring and try new Extras, and you'll receive a free High Five Goldeyes ticket voucher at all participating Salisbury House locations. But there's more. You also get to enter to win a Goldeyes suite to watch a home game in style with family and friends. So swing into spring with new Extras at Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
You want Goldeyes baseball? We've got it. This is TSN 1290, and you're listening to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Top of 3, first pitch to Tim Alberts is swung on and fouled back for strike 1. 4-0 Amarillo. Alberts, Espinosa, and Pope. The 0-1. Just outside, 1 ball, 1 strike from Salamita. Back to the trivia contest question. Question tonight, with 2 more games remaining in the month of May, including tonight, the Goldeyes could potentially produce 9 wins this month. However, the franchise record for wins in the month of May is 11. Pitches outside, 2-1. What year did that occur? 2 balls and 1 strike. What year did that occur? In fact, they went 11-3 if memory serves. 780-1290, 780-1290. If you think you know the answer tonight on trivia for the Place Louis. 2 balls and 1 strike to Tim Alberts, who reached on an error to Kendall and scored a run in that 4-run first inning for Amarillo. They lead at 4-zip, 2-1. Swung on, clubbed to center field. Back goes Roberson, back to the warning track. At the wall, he leaps and it's gone. A home run for Tim Alberts, his first of the year. It's a leadoff variety here in the third. He'll break into a trot, and it's 5-0 Amarillo. That went to dead central, and he cracked it. Well hit, and over the wall, even by a leaping Chris Roberson. So our first homer of the series belongs to Tim Alberts, who has scored 2 runs tonight, and it's 5-0. And Alberto Espinosa, the batter. And now time called, and Salamita delivered a pitch. And it went to the backstop. And home plate umpire Joe Pascucci goes out and says a couple of things to Chris Salamita here. And now there's a bit of an argument here. And now the Goldeyes field manager, Rick Forney, is going to want to say, hold on here. Don't go out and talk to my player like that. You granted time to the batter. My guy was halfway through the windup, and he's not going to stop and risk injury. And now Joe Pascucci and Rick Forney are having a little chat here in foul territory, third base side. And it looked like Pascucci was being the aggressor there. If you saw the body language of Salamita, he said, hey, I got it. Like he was pushing his hands down like, relax. You know, I've got your direction here. And there is some impatience here with the home plate umpire in this game already. Okay, here comes the first pitch to Espinosa. It's in there for a strike. Well, there's been some weird things happen here in this one already. 3 errors, and then the time called and the pitch that went to the backstop, and then the chastisation of Salamita from home plate umpire Pascucci here. And And a foul ball down the right field line into the seats off the bat of Espinosa is a souvenir, and it's strike two. I don't know. This is pretty surreal here already tonight. The 0-2. Breaking ball swung on, ground ball right side. That's going to get through. And Espinosa has his second hit of the night. There's another two-strike base hit. And Van Pope the batter. 5 runs on 5 hits now for Amarillo. By the way, we've got a winner, 7th caller tonight. Congratulations. Winner of the answer coming up in the 7th. Here's Van Pope. He walked and scored a run. Stands in from the right side. His name is Van. That's his first name. First pitch is in there for a strike. And last name is Pope. 0-1 to Van Pope. He's 0 for 3 with 2 walks in the series. The 0-1. Swung on, lined out to right field, but right there is Mazzola. Makes the catch. And retreating back to first is Espinosa. No chance for a double off. 1 away. And the batter is Chuck Lofgren, who drew a walk with the bases loaded and picked up an RBI. His 3rd of the year. We're in the 3rd inning. 5-0 Amarillo. Goldeyes do not have a hit. They've made 3 errors. First pitch. Right down the chute for a strike. Next half inning, we'll have a look at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. I did see 1-0 for the LA Kings over the New Jersey Devils. Pitches inside with a breaking ball, and Lofgren turns out of the way of that. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 Kings over the Devils. Game 1 of that Stanley Cup championship, and I believe that was in the first period. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lofgren batting 7th in the order for John Harris and DHing. Lefty here. Salamita comes set the pitch. Breaking ball, called 3rd strike. Right over the heart of the plate. Lofgren will go down looking. 2nd strikeout of the night for Salamita, and there's 2 away in the inning for Mitch Albita. And Albita will step in from the right side. Now Albita reached on an error to Matt Cusick back in that fateful first pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. Albita batting .273 with a homer and 7 driven in. And the 0-1 in there for a strike. 0-2. Albita did not start last night. He came in to pinch hit in that 3-run 9th inning. And has reached on an error tonight. 0-2, swung on, lifted out toward left field. Carpenter's right there, back a couple of steps, over 1/2 step. Reaches up about halfway back and makes the catch, and that is it. Well, leadoff solo homer for Tim Alberts has pushed Amarillo in front 5-0. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of 3. Scores coming up when we return. The scoreboard here in downtown reads Amarillo 5, the Goldeyes no score on TSN 1290.
What makes Tavern United Manitoba's #1 sports pub? Service second to none. Food that's right on point, and value that's big league all the way. And this summer, during Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion, win weekly prizes and qualify to win season tickets to your Winnipeg Goldeyes, Blue Bombers, and of course the Jets. So get your friends together for some frothy fun, fabulous food, and guaranteed good times at your New World Sports Pub, Tavern United.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes. Custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition.
A little of this.
I turn it on at work, and we all love it.
Awesome. A little of that.
It's the only station I listen to in my car.
Bob makes my day.
I'm more of a whatever guy.
Tune into Bob's Breakfast with Kelly Parker and Desk.
That's Donald Duck's middle name.
Right. Is it not? Is Fauntleroy or Fauntleroy? Because it's important that I get it right.
Weekdays from 5:30 till 9.
What time are we on again? 5:30? Oh, gosh, that's early.
Add some 80s, 90s, and whatever to your day with 99.9 Bob FM.
We love it.
I listen all day.
We move to the bottom of the third inning. Josh Mazzola, Rich Carpenter, and Amos Ramon, 7, 8, and 9, are due up here against Justin Garcia. It is 5-0 Amarillo. And the last three to hit in the baseball game will do so here for Winnipeg in the last of the third. First pitch to Mazzola is in there for a strike. Mazzola 0 for 2 with a couple of walks last night. He's hitting 188 in the year. 0-1. Breaking ball is a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here for Manitoba Blue Cross. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring, the 1-1. Curve, swung on, bounced left side foul. Yeah, it's at the end of one period of play. We'll get to hockey first, and that is Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The Los Angeles Kings, who have never won a Stanley Cup, lead 1-0 after 1. Over New Jersey, pitch is swung on and missed, and Mazzola will go down on strikes. Strikeout number 4 for Justin Garcia. And there's 1 away in the bottom of this third. And Garcia has been perfect through now 2 1/3 innings. Some finals from some afternoon baseball today in the majors, and that had Kansas City beat Cleveland by a score of 6-3. Bruce Chen, the winner. He goes to 4-5. And the first pitch to Carpenter on the outside edge for a strike. Ridge rides a 4-game hitting streak into this one. He was 1 for 4 last night with an RBI. Extended the hitting streak to 4 straight, hitting .310. Pitch is inside and low, 1-1. Minnesota shut out Oakland 4-0. Francisco Liriano gets his first win of the year. He goes to 1-5 for the Twinkies. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball, and it's 1-2. And the Chicago White Sox continue to roll. They beat Tampa Bay 4-3. Earlier today, Nate Jones goes to 3-0. 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Carpenter down on strikes. And not only the Goldeyes playing bad defensively, but Justin Garcia is carving them up like a Sunday turkey here today. 5 strikeouts for the right-hander from Las Vegas, Nevada, and here's Amos Ramon. Partials, Toronto leads Baltimore 4-1. That's in the 7th. 3 home runs for the Blue Jays. Rasmus his 6th. Laurie his 4th. Encarnacion his 17th. And Rajai Davis his 3rd. 4 solo jacks. First pitch to Ramon inside ball 1. 4-1. Toronto over Baltimore 1-0. He is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Boston leading Detroit in the 6th, 4-3. David Ortiz his 12th. Will Middlebrooks his 6th. Both for the Red Sox, 2-0. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Seattle leading Texas 8-0 in the 3rd. And then a later start, the Yankees are at the Angels. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. And it's 2-2 to Ramon. That comes up at 9:05 Central tonight. Ivan Nova, 5-2 for the Yankees. Irvin Santana, 2-6 for the Angels. 2-2 to Amos Ramon, the pitch. Curve swung on, line right by Van Pope at third, who tried to dive out at that one. And it got by him. A hard hit ball by Amos Ramon. The Goldeyes have their first base runner and their first hit of the night, trailing 5-0 here. Final in the National League, and that had the Cubs beat San Diego for the second straight day. It was an 8-6 final today. James Russell the win for the Cubs. 7th inning, Pittsburgh leading Cincinnati 2-1. In the 6th, Atlanta in front of St. Louis 6-5. Couple of homers there. Freddie Freeman is 8th. Brian McCann is 7th, both for the Braves. First pitch to Kendall is high, ball 1. We go back to the top of the order. Kendall 0 for 1 tonight. In the 7th, the Mets are leading the Philadelphia Phillies 3-1. Ty Wigginton is homered to account for the lone run for the Phillies. Runner on the move, pitches high, throw down to second is not in time. And Amos has his first stolen base of the year. And the Goldeyes, with 2 away, have a runner into scoring position, and the count 2-0 to Kendall. Ty Wigginton with his 5th home run for the Phillies to account for their lone run. They trail in New York 3-1 in the 7th against the Mets. 5th inning down in Miami. It's the Marlins 3, Washington 3. The pitch. Swung on, looped out toward right field. Tim Albert's coming in, and in the sunshine makes the catch. And the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the 4th. 5-0 Amarillo, TSN 1290.
I'm Larry McIntosh. Did you know that every single Peak of the Market vegetable is grown in Manitoba? Well, they are. They are 100% Manitoba grown with absolutely no exceptions. Peak of the Market is 40 Manitoba family farms that are all located within 100 miles of Winnipeg. Peak of the Market, always local and proud to be 100% Manitoba owned and operated.
Peak of the Market. Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Safer Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Safer Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Safer Agencies for details. 694-6787.
You like to shop around and ask,
is that the best you can do?
So do we. When it comes to windows, Best Windows and Doors doesn't go with just a single manufacturer. We shop around. Only the best quality, efficiency, and warranty will do. And only a few have it all. And that's all you'll find at Best Windows. So go ahead, shop around and ask,
is that the best you can do?
No doubt you'll find your way to Best Windows and Doors, where the best is all we do. 1676 St. James.
It's time to get back into the action. Batter up, turn it up. This is Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290. Now back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Top of the 4th inning, Harrison Kane to lead it off. Then back to the top of the order for Amarillo and Jason White and Adam Bashini. Hitters 9, 1, and 2. 5-0 for the Sox. First pitch is right down the chute to start the 4th, which is underway with strike 1. Chris Salamita works into his 4th. 4 runs in the 1st, 1 in the 3rd for Amarillo. The pitch, breaking ball, swung on, rolled up the 3rd base line, but foul. Strike 2. Colorado's hosting Houston tonight. They are scoreless in the 1st in Denver. Later starts tonight just after 9 o'clock Central. Milwaukee in Los Angeles to take on the Dodgers. Giovanni Gallardo for the Brewers, 3-4. Clayton Kershaw, 4-2 for the Dodgers. And Arizona at San Fran tonight. Ian Kennedy, 3-4 for the Snakes. They have struggled this year. San Francisco has Tim Lincecum, speaking of struggling, will start with a 2-5 record and a 6.41 ERA. Kane goes after a breaking ball, swings right through it. Strikeout number 3 for Salamina, and there's 1 away here in the 4th inning. So, a couple of decent games tonight. Milwaukee at the Dodgers, Arizona at San Francisco. One final from the American Association today, and that had Gary beat Sioux Falls 8-4. Lincoln rained out with Laredo. First pitch is in there for a strike to White. In the 3rd, Actually, now in the fourth, it's Wichita leading Fargo 2-1. And in the eighth, Quebec is in front of St. Paul 4-2. The pitch. Swung on, chopper right side, rolled right up now to Cusick, up with it cleanly, over to first, 2 away. And the batter, Adam Buschini. And then Kansas City at El Paso and Grand Prairie, and Sioux City not reporting right now. NBA, they're in the first quarter. Boston leading Miami, though, by 5, but it's early down in South Beach. That is our first look of many at the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of caring. Here is Adam Buschini. First pitch. Swung on, sent down the left field line, but he yanked it, buggy whipped it foul and into the seats down there in Section A. And that is a souvenir. Buschini 0 for 2 here tonight. The pitch. Little excuse me swing. Tapper foul first base side this time. And it's strike 2 quickly. We're holding tight at 17 Celsius or 62 Fahrenheit here in the big city. The 0-2. Swung on, and that is looped in behind first, and it drops for a base hit. Luis Alen could not get there, and Adam Buschini will have a little blooper and a single in behind first, dumped it into right field. 2-out single, hit number 6 on the game for Amarillo. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors on the line score. The Goldeyes, no runs, 1 hit, and 3 errors. Here's Jake Opitz. He's 0 for 2. And Opitz stands in. First pitch. Lefty, down and away. Ball 1. Some hockey notes to kind of let you know about. Chicago Blackhawks signed former Winnipeg Jets defenseman Johnny Oduya to a 3-year contract worth $10 million today. Or actually, that was yesterday. It's worth $3.375 million per season. He's 30 years old. 1 ball, no strikes. And another throw over to first base. Buschini back in twice safely. $3.375 million per year. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, pulled foul down the right field line. And that is strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And it looks like Bob Hartley's going to get a second interview with the Calgary Flames and the vacant coaching job in Calgary. Throw to first base. Hartley, remember, coached Colorado to Stanley Cup championship. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jake Opitz, and the throw goes over to first base, and Buschini back in time. There was some rumors that Hartley was going to be the head coach of the Montreal Canadiens. Runner on the move, pitches in there for a strike, and Barbero can't dig the ball out of his glove to make a throw, but that was really stolen by Buschini on the pitcher for the Goldeyes, Chris Salamita. So stolen base. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Opitz, who was struck out, reached on the air and scored, then bounced out to short. So he's 0 for 2 tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 5-0 Amarillo. We're in the fourth. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on, rolled up the first base line, but foul before it gets there. Opitz hitting .367. He was 1 for 4 last night and now is 1 for 6 in the series. 5-0 Amarillo, top of 4. It was a bit of an ugly start. Inauspicious, as they say, at Camp Goldeye tonight. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside, 2-2. Speaking of camping, the Girl Guides will be camping out. A Girl Guide campover on Saturday night here at the ballpark. It's also fishing rod giveaway, courtesy of Pro-Am Tackle and Shimano. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Jake Opitz, left-handed stick, lefty here. Salamita will come set. Now time is called and granted. Stepping out is Opitz, and stepping off is Salamita. Runner at second base, 2 away. Tomorrow, Matt Rush versus lefty Jack Spradlin. 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And the ball is dropped by Barbero. He'll apply a tag just for good measure. 4 strikeouts for Salamita. That is it here for Amarillo in the top of the 4th. No runs, a hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. When we come back, it is all Amarillo. They lead it 5-0. You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290.
Recycle everywhere.
It's a swing, and he popped it up. Has he got it?
The ball was caught, but not by a glove, Mike. Looks like it landed inside a Recycle Everywhere bin. I'd recognize that little blue bird anywhere.
They're everywhere these days.
Beverage container recycling is expanding in Manitoba. Look for Recycle Everywhere bins at Shaw Stadium and other public places. Visit us at recycleeverywhere.ca.
Recycle everywhere. One little drop of oil can spoil a million drops of water. So put used oil in its place. Call or click for information. UseOilRecycling.com. Hey Manitoba, do it now. UseOilRecycling.com. Everybody's learning how. We're making every job count.
Hey Goldeyes fans, Mr. and Mrs. Oil Drop and the used oil recyclers will be at 12 selected home games this season. Watch for them on the promenade beforehand to receive free bookmarks and Mr. Oil Drop and antifreeze fridge magnets. Plus, antifreeze has been added to their program.
UseOilRecycling.com. Hey Manitoba, do it now. UseOilRecycling.com.
Call 1-888-410-1440.
Make every drop count.
Bottom of the 4th inning, we welcome you back. 5-0 Amarillo. Chris Roberson, Dan Barbero, and Yurendell de Caster. Hitters 2, 3, 4 for Winnipeg against Justin Garcia, who's given up 1 hit. First pitch. Swung on, bounced over the mound, back up the middle. Diving out is Opitz, up off his bumper, and a throw to first, not in time. Beating it out, an infield single. Chris Roberson and the Goldeyes have the leadoff man aboard. Nice play by Opitz, the second baseman, to go to his right, make the backhanded sliding pickup, then pop back up, fired over to first, but not in time. Roberson runs as well as anybody in this league, even though he is now into his early 30s. Here's Dan Barbero. He went down looking his first trip. 1 of 5 strikeouts for Justin Garcia. And the right-hander will come set, and the first pitch is low, ball 1. Barbero, 2 for 5 on the season, 2 for 5 in the series. Goldeyes aren't out of it here. We've seen them come back in games against Amarillo and so far this year. And a throw over to first base, and Roberson dives back in safely. But at some point, you've got to put a run on the board and try to chip away. Sure, he'd love to have that big inning, as Roberson, I think, hurt himself. Diving back in, or either that or he's got a whole bunch of dirt in his pants. Tom Bates, the first base coach and hitting coach for the Goldeyes over there, and Roberson was granted time to go for a little walk down the right field line behind first base, and now back to occupy the bag and time back in. 1 ball, no strikes to Barbero. Hit a double to the gap in right center last night. The pitch. Swung on, fisted off the handle, blooped out toward left. That will drop for a base hit. Well, good piece of hitting by Danny Barbero. 3rd hit of the series. He got kind of a jam job on that one and just fisted it off the handle. Went the other way and blooped it over short into left. And there's 2 on and nobody out for Yurendell de Caster, who does have a home run this year. And despite his struggles with his average, the other numbers aren't bad. A home run and 10 driven in, but hitting 188 coming into this at bat in this game. And like I said, the Goldeyes would love to, get 1 or get 2 and get back in this. They trail 5-0. We're in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch. Breaking ball swung on, cracked high and deep to left center. Bashini going back at the warning track. He'll look up, pucker up, and kiss it goodbye. First pitch swinging on a hanging curveball. And De Caster mashes a 3-run homer. He'll make the turn at 3rd and come on down. 5-3 Amarillo. Baby! That was not coming back for anything tonight. Crushed. And obviously, De Caster said, if I get that hanging breaking ball, I'm going to hit it. And he did. And now we're going to get a time called by Amarillo and their pitching coach Corey Domel, who will come out to have a little chat. And the Goldeyes scored 3 times with nobody out and are now down by only 2 runs. It's 5-3 for the Sox. And Cusick, Alen, and Mazzola will now step up. And the Goldeyes have a little bit of life. De Caster's 2nd of the year, RBI 11, 12, and 13 to lead the team. And the batter, Cusick, who is 0 for 1 here tonight. First pitch is a fastball wide, ball 1. While second time through the order, it can be a lot different. That is the first home run that Garcia has given up this year. Pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Speaking of home runs, the Goldeyes are 3-0 this year when hitting a homer in a game, the 1-1. Swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Now that's the first home run in 4 games for the Goldeyes. And they've actually been held without a homer in 7 of their first 10. Pitch is swung on and blooped out toward 3rd. That will drop and then go foul. Van Pope let it drop as he kind of let up on it. I'm not sure why he didn't take the extra half a step or step to try to make the catch. Anyway, Cusick back to the left side batter's box. 5-3 is the score. Goldeyes 3-0 with a homer in a game this year. It could be 4-0 if they mount the comeback successfully, or 3-1 if they don't. 1-2 inside, 2-2. Good fastball, but rides in on the front of the jersey of Cusick, who got the arms out of the way of it, kind of stiffened up a little bit. And for the Goldeyes, their first home run in 4 games. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. Good hack there by Cusick. And it's still 2-2. And only their 4th homer in a game in 11 starts. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Matt Cusick. The pitch. Swung on, emergency hack there, fouled away. 2-2. Cusick a home run. He has a grand slam against this Amarillo team. He's driven in 10. He's 1 for his last 9 at the plate, however. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, hit to center field. Harrison Kane over to his left, and will get underneath it about halfway back, reach up and make the catch, and there's 1 away. And the batter is Luis Alen. He hit the cover off the baseball back in the second, but he lined out to Van Pope, and Pope made a great diving catch into foul territory to rob Luis Alen of what probably could have been extra bases. 5-3, Amarillo leads it. 5 runs, 6 hits for them. 3 runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors for Winnipeg. First pitch to Alen in there for a strike. So 3 in, 1 away now. And if Luis Alen could somehow get on, Josh Mazzola, who has home run power, could maybe tie. Pitch is swung on a breaking ball and fouled back. And it's 0-2 to the Goldeyes. Right-handed swinging first baseman tonight, Luis Alen. Now, don't be surprised if you see Luis come off of first and go back into catching. Perhaps once Salameda's night is done. 0-2. Swung on, hit off the handle, bounced out towards short. Up with it easily is White, over to first, 2 away. And the batter is Josh Mazzola. And Mazzola 0 for 1. He's struck out tonight. One of 5 strikeouts that Justin Garcia has fashioned tonight against Goldeyes hitters. First pitch, swung on and missed for strike 1. Mazzola hitting 188. And the pitch, a little bit low and off speed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Back on the air tomorrow at 10:30. 1-1. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. It's 1-2. And that's when the boys in the morning pretty much will sign off. Head home for a nap. We'll sign on. 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Mazzola down on strikes as he went chasing those last couple of pitches. 6 strikeouts for Garcia. Goldeyes show some life, though. They get 3 runs. They do so on 3 hits, including a 3-run homer from Yurendell de Caster, and they don't leave anybody. At the end of 4, Amarillo 5, Winnipeg 3, TSN 1290.
The Field of Dreams Foundation helps kids in need by supporting children's charities. I'm Tony Fletcher, president of the Field of Dreams Foundation, urging you to help out by picking up our special coupon book at Shaw Park for just $5. It's packed with $100 in savings at popular ballpark concessions and local restaurants, or you can pledge an amount per Goldeyes strikeout in the Fillmore Riley K's for Kids program. Learn more at goldeyes.com. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation continues to make kids' dreams come true.
In the world of PowerSmart, small changes add up. Did you know a water saver shower head could save you as much as 50 liters of hot water during one 10-minute shower? And that a leaky hot water faucet in your home could be wasting enough energy to heat more than 10,000 liters a year? That's 40,000 glasses of water. Install a water saver shower head and fix leaky faucets. The savings will really add up. For more energy-saving solutions from Manitoba Hydro, log on to manitobapowersmart.ca.
Starting June 8th, the quest for European football supremacy begins. All eyes are on Poland as the co-host nation kicks off against the 2004 champions, Greece. Then, the dark horse Russians look to start the tournament strong against the Czech Republic. 16 teams, 1 trophy. Who will be crowned the kings of Europe? UEFA Euro 2012 begins at 11 Eastern on TSN. You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball live on TSN 12.
Well, we go to the 5th inning. Tim Alberts to lead it off. And Salameda's first pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Goldeyes have some defensive changes here, and we'll get to those as Luis Alen is now catching to start this 5th inning. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Josh Mazzola's moved into first base. Ridge Carpenter shifts over from left to right. And Dan Barbero goes out to left after catching. Pitch is in there for a strike. And leading off, Tim Alberts, followed by Alberto Espinosa and Van Pope. The pitch outside. And the count looks like 2 balls and 2 strikes. 5-3. Amarillo leads it here. And Alberts tonight, a home run. Reached on an error, scored twice. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted out toward right center. Ridge Carpenter sprinting there and toward the gap to get there, and he'll make the catch, and there's one away. So again, Ridge Carpenter shifts from left to right to start this 5th inning. Dan Barbero goes out to left field after catching for the first 4 innings. Luis Alen comes in from first to catch, and Josh Mazzola comes in from right to play first base. And here's Alberto Espinosa. We start the 5th inning, 1 away now, and the first pitch is swung on and lined out to center. And now Roberson will get there as he got a bit of a late jump, standing in the sunshine, wanted to make sure that he knew where it was going. And Alberto Espinosa will line one out to center field, and there's 2 away for Van Pope. Well, I think we're caught up here. And as we talked about, it's patrol night, courtesy of MPI, as we do every year here. It's usually a little bit later in the year, but we're doing it second home game of the season as Van Pope, who's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored, will step in. First pitch is a little bit low, ball 1. And kind of a reward put on by MPI, Manitoba Public Insurance, for all of the patrols across the capital region here to be involved in going to a Goldeyes game. It's become an annual tradition. And as we usually do, I have the top patrol captain with me. The pitch, breaking ball, is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Shaylee Quill, welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Good.
You having a good night?
Yeah.
You been to a Goldeyes game before?
Yeah.
Many times?
Yeah.
2 balls and no strikes to Van Pope. Shaylee Quill is the top patrol captain from Salisbury Morris Place School. Pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. You in grade 6?
Yeah.
3 balls and 1 strike to Van Pope. And the pitch. Half a swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Are you nervous?
Yeah. A little
Okay,
bit.
that's all right. Where do they got you sitting?
What?
Where do they have you sitting? Are you down this way? Are you down that
Right
way?
there.
Oh, you're in the Sky Suite.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Got a better seat than me. 3-2 is inside for ball 4. And the Goldeyes thought that they had a strikeout there. Instead, it's a walk, the third, issued by Chris Salamita here tonight. And Chuck Lofgren, the batter, he's the DH. He is struck out looking, walked, and driven in a run with a bases-loaded free pass. How long have you been a patrol?
It's my 2nd year.
2nd year, so you started in grade 5.
Yeah.
Now grade 6, and you became a captain
Yeah.
from Salisbury Morris Place School.
Yeah.
That's in Elmwood, River East area, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Around there.
And Lofgren will wait on the first pitch and takes it low for ball 1. Where do you go next year?
Same school.
Really?
Yeah.
It has a middle school component to it, too?
Yeah.
Okay.
To grade 8.
Okay, but you don't have to be a patrol next year, do you?
Not really.
Well, could you be?
Yeah.
And a throw over to first base. And back in time is Van Pope. 5-3. Amarillo leading here. We're in the top of the 5th inning. And Salamita will come set with 2 away in the pitch. Swung on, and that is wrapped right side foul. Do you have a favorite player on the Goldeyes?
I don't really know their names.
Okay. 1 ball, 1 strike to Chuck Lofgren. You've heard of Max Poulin, though, haven't you?
Maybe.
Yes, maybe? Okay.
I don't know.
And the 1-1. Breaking ball is on the inside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. Well, congratulations to be the top patrol captain. Are you excited, and do you feel honored?
Yeah, really honored.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Chuck Lofgren. Salamita comes set in the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, lifted to the gap in left center. On the run goes Barbero, and he will get there and make the catch. And the inning comes to an end. Well, Shaylee Quill, congratulations. We're going to find out a little bit more about the program with Donna Road coming up, and I want to congratulate you. Enjoy the game tonight, and we'll see you down the road and maybe in another Goldeyes game again.
Yeah.
All right, top patrol captain here this year is Shaylee Quill from Salisbury Morris Place School. As we do every year as part of MPI night, we have the top patrol captain on the air. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning, see if the Goldeyes continue to try to rally to come back. They got 3 last inning. They trailed by 2, 5-3 Amarillo after 4.5 on TSN 1290.
Hit a home run this summer at any of Arby's 6 Winnipeg locations. Whether you want to lead off with Arby's oven-roasted roast beef or return for a designated hit with a market-fresh sandwich or wrap, you'll always come away feeling like a winner after a visit to Arby's. What are you thinking? I'm thinking Arby's. Locally owned and operated and proud to be a corporate sponsor of your Winnipeg Goldeyes.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
Who do your Winnipeg Goldeyes trust to keep them in the game with state-of-the-art chiropractic care? ChiroCare Health Center. And if the professionals at ChiroCare Health Center can keep highly tuned athletes going strong for over 100 games a season, imagine what they could do for you. To meet the chiropractic team trusted by your Winnipeg Goldeyes, visit chirocarehealth.com or call 488-CARE. ChiroCare Health Center. Care today for a better tomorrow.
Bottom of the 5th inning, 5-3 Amarillo in front. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along. Our producer-operator back at the studio is Eric Fritchie. Rich Carpenter, Amos Ramon, and Bryce Kendall. 8-9-1 against Justin Garcia, and the Goldeyes have got back in this with a 3-run 4th inning. First pitch to Carpenter is in there for a strike. Well, as we do, we continue with honoring the top patrol captain and thanking MPI for bringing all the patrols out annually to a Goldeyes game and a bunch shown, and Carpenter missed the baseball, and it's strike 2. And my guest is Donna Road, the manager for road safety programming at MPI. Donna, listen, I have to bring it up. I mean, let's just get it out of the way. It's the elephant in the room. Pitch is low and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. How many times have you heard, and you've heard every joke, I'm sure, about Donna Road working for MPI and the manager for road safety programming, haven't you?
I have heard it numerous times.
Breaking ball is low and inside, 2-2. Is there ever been any real good ones?
No.
No? I had a friend growing up in college. He passed away a number of years ago, far too early, from a brain aneurysm. His name was Glenn Campbell. The pitch swung on and fouled back and into the seats. And I remember the first day of college at Red River, you had to stand up and you had to introduce yourself and you had to give a little aside on yourself because you were going to be with this class essentially for the whole 12, or the 10 months, I guess. And you were going to be with a number of these students for 2 years over the course of the program. Pitches inside 3-2. And Glenn, and I didn't know him at the time. He was originally from Regina, moved in to Winnipeg. We became very good friends. Stood up and said, "My name is Glenn Campbell, and I've heard every joke there is." And that was it. None of us ever joked about Glenn Campbell. Pitches swung on and lifted out toward right field. And Tim Alberts will get back well in advance of the track and make the catch, and Rich Carpenter is out number 1. So I say that only because I'm sure you've heard everyone that there is. Some funny, not so funny, and we'll just leave that alone, Donna Road, right? Okay. Well, we'll move that down the road then. How's that? Pardon the pun. Welcome, by the way.
Thank you.
Have you ever been a part of this MPI night here with the patrols before?
Yes, I was here last year.
Okay, I didn't see you up here, though.
I didn't come to do the interview.
Okay. They move it around. I've had a different person every year, I think. Here's Amos Ramon. First pitch is swung on and missed. And tell me a little bit about, and I don't want to be presumptuous, but it really is a reward to the Patrols to come to a Goldeyes game for all of their volunteerism over the course of the school year as the pitch is swung on and fouled away, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, the kids put so much effort into everything that they do out there in all types of weather, making sure that kids are being safe, following all the directions of their patrol captains, such as Shaylee, and the officers that work to train them. So it's something that we try and do to make sure that they get a reward. 1
ball and 2 strikes. Amos Ramon, he's got a hit tonight. Goldeyes get a right-hander in Alex Jones in the bullpen up and throwing. Pitch is swung on and missed on a high fastball, and it's strikeout number 7 for Justin Garcia. There's 2 away, back to the top of the order in Price Kendall. Tell me a little bit about Shaylee and why she was chosen this year as top patrol captain.
Well, Shaylee, we were told that she just goes overboard on everything that she does. She's always well organized and submits all of her reports on time. She works extremely hard at her academic work. She's been a patrol for 2 years. She's willing to take on all the responsibilities that go with the job of being captain, and she does them to the utmost of her ability. She takes her role as captain so seriously, and she uses her problem-solving skills to work out the challenges that she's presented with. She's a pleasant young woman to work with, and she's respectful, honest about issues that come up, and always works towards a resolution.
Well, that's pretty well said. 1-1 to Kendall is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. And she was picked from, do you have any idea the numbers of patrol captains that were submitted for top patrol captain in the capital region here?
Well, we have 188 schools that participate in the program.
There you go. Pitch is swung on and lined to right field for a base hit for Kendall, a 2-out single. So 188 schools, presumably 188 captains.
Yep.
So she was the top one out of 188.
That's right.
Here's Chris Roberson. He's 1 for 2, and he came in to score on that 3-run home run by Yurendell de Caster. He led off the 4th with an infield single, and he'll step in from the left-hand side. Well, congratulations again to Shaylee. And again, for the great efforts that MPI puts in to the patrols. It really took a step about a decade ago with the flags, and it just seemed a lot more organized than when I was going to school. But then again, so does everything, I think. First pitch is outside to Roberson, ball 1. And it just seems like there's a little bit more training, and it's just a bigger and better program. Would I be safe in that than maybe what it was even 30 years ago?
Well, I think the program has really developed. I mean, when it started 76 years ago, because this is now the 76th year, it was one school starting it. So it's continued to grow. We now have 8,000 students involved in it in the city. And as I said, 188 different schools. So the program grows, and with that becomes better instructions, more involvement, and we all get better used to how we handle it.
Pitch is swung on and lifted to center field, and that is it for Chris Roberson and the Winnipeg Goldeyes here in the bottom of the 5th. Do you mind hanging around for another half inning? There's a few more questions I want to ask you here, but we got to take a break. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the 6th. 5-3 Amarillo, TSN 1290.
Your barbecue would like a word with you.
Turkey.
No, it's not calling you a
turkey.
It's merely suggesting that Granny's fresh turkey pieces make a great change of taste on the barbecue. Fast, convenient, delicious, and packed with nutrition, Granny's turkey pieces are the perfect way to add sensible sizzle to your barbecuing. Take it from the one who really knows. Granny's
turkey
goes great on the barbecue. Granny's
turkey.
Great taste, healthy living.
What makes Tavern United Manitoba's #1 sports pub? Service second to none. Food that's right on point. And value that's big league all the way. And this summer, during Tavern United's Your Team, Your Tickets promotion, win weekly prizes and qualify to win season tickets to your Winnipeg Goldeyes, Blue Bombers, and of course, the Jets. So get your friends together for some frothy fun, fabulous food, and guaranteed good times at your New World Sports Pub, Tavern United.
I've been drinking Coca-Cola since I was 13. My mom, she packed one with my lunch every day. Been drinking it ever since. Until yesterday, that is. I tried a Pepsi at the Ultimate Taste Challenge. Turns out I like Pepsi. Who knows what else I've been wrong about? Heck, I might like that gangster rap.
You'd be surprised who prefers the taste of Pepsi.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Go to Pepsi Canada on Facebook to find out where you can take the ultimate taste challenge.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
We go to the sixth inning. It's 5-3 Amarillo, new pitcher for the Goldeyes. Chris Salamita is done for the night. Alex Jones will come in, a sidearming right-hander. As we're through 5 and Winnipeg trailing by 2. Salamita, 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 1 is earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. He's the pitcher of record on a losing side. Alex Jones will come in and face Mitch Albita, Harrison Kane, Jason White for the Sox. Hitters 8, 9, and 1 for them. And the pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. Here's Albita. He is 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch. Missed low and inside, ball 1. For Jones, this will be his 6th appearance. No record of 6.75 ERA. 5 1/3 innings, 4 hits. The pitch inside on the corner for a strike. And it's 1-1. 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Opposition batting .250 against him. Chris Salamita wasn't bad tonight. He didn't get much defensive help in that first inning when the Goldeyes kicked the ball around. Pitch is swung on, bounced right side, rolled right up to Cusick, up with it, over to first, and there's 1 down. Did give up the home run to Tim Alberts. But again, 4 runs in the first, all unearned. And the Goldeyes made 3 errors. My guest is Donna Rode, manager for road safety programming at MPI. Patrol night at the ballpark. It was safety flasher giveaway night tonight, too.
Yes.
I got 3 of them. I've got 3 kids, and I'm rolling home with 3 of those. So
Yep, kids love them, and it helps to keep them visible on the roadways.
And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Harrison Kane is 0 for 2 tonight. You were talking about the programming, growing and becoming more expansive every year. And what did you say? Patrols in our area, our city, have been around for 70 what years?
Well, last year was the 75th anniversary of the program.
Wow.
So
Pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes. Were you a patrol back in school?
I was.
I was too.
And I won't say how many years ago.
I won't either. The 2-0 swung on, bounced out toward third, handcuffed Ramon a little bit, but he found it in the breadbasket, stayed with it, got in front of it, makes a good throw across the diamond, and there's 2 away. Well, just tell me a little bit about MPI being involved, not only with the patrols and getting them out, but here tonight and the partnership with the Goldeyes too, and from your perspective.
Well, one of the things that we love to do is to try and, as we said before, reward the students, bringing them out to events such as this. This type of activity is such a family-oriented activity that it is just a great opportunity to have the kids participate in a sport and see the whole audience here enthusiastic for the things that they do and rewarding them for what they do.
I would imagine for the kids, as there's 2 away, the pitch is inside to Jason White, goes back to one of those doors behind home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. It must be a thrill for the kids to get paraded onto the field. Do you know what I mean? They go from the picnic park where I presume you all ate, and then they get to come out of the right field door and walk right across the field to their seats. That must be fun.
They just enjoy that so much. And they love being able to be out there making all the noise with the thunder sticks.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's a perfect thing for kids to do.
Well, it's a 1-2-3 inning here as Jason White grounds out to first base and Josh Mazzola makes an unassisted play, and that will do it here in the top of the 6th with Amarillo leading 5-3. Donna Rode, I'd like to thank you very much for coming by. Congratulations to Shaylee Quill on the Top Patrol Captain Award. Keep up the great efforts, and we'll see you again next year. We do it every year. You have a standing invitation in my booth. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, Donna Rode is our guest here tonight, along with Shaylee Quill from MPI. Shaylee, of course, Top Patrol Captain from Salisbury Morris Place School. Donna Rode, with the manager for road safety programming at MPI. Take a time when we come back. Bottom 6, 5-3. For Amarillo on TSN 1290.
Downtown, come and feel the energy.
For 5 years, the new Pembina Chrysler has become Winnipeg's most conveniently located automotive center. From a 30-minute or-it's-free oil change, All-Make Collision Center, Canada's largest parts volume dealer, or an incredible selection of new and used vehicles, it's really all here at the new Pembina Chrysler. So why drive to the outskirts of the city to buy, much less go all the way back for service, when it's all here at the new Pembina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, 300 Pembina Highway or PembinaChrysler.com.
When Winnipeggers' stuff exceeds their space, why do so many rely on Storageville?
It's so convenient.
With 2 prime locations, 830 Waverly and 123 Reinders at Stapon Road.
Access to your locker is really easy.
It's totally secure. Every unit is alarmed and video monitored every minute, every day.
My house should be so clean.
They even have a free cube van to stick your stuff in. Storageville, where Winnipeg stores. Learn more about their wow factors at storageville.ca.
From the diamond to the driveway, from weekend warrior to world-class pro, local athletes are choosing Manitoba pork for peak performance. Loaded with lean, high-quality protein and essential vitamins and minerals, pork is a powerhouse of nutrition for serious athletes. For a real competitive edge, choose Manitoba pork, fueling today's athletes. Learn more about pork for peak performance at manitobapork.com.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 5-3 is the score for Amarillo, and Garcia's breaking ball is swung on, bounced right side by Barbero, and off the heel of the glove of the first baseman, Espinoza. And there's the first error of the night for Amarillo. And the Goldeyes will bring the potential tying run in Yurendell de Caster to the plate. He is homered tonight to get Winnipeg on the board with a 3-run shot 2 innings ago in the 4th, his 2nd of the year. And de Caster will step in from the right-hand side. Again, my thanks to Donna Rode from MPI, and congratulations to Shaylee Quill, our top patrol captain in the Capital Region here this year. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And MPI night, patrol night here at the ballpark. Good crowd here as well. No official attendance yet, but I'm thinking it's well over 6,000. And the pitch, breaking ball is low. De Caster lays off of that. He hit a hanging breaking ball for the home run. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barbero has reached twice. And a base hit in front of de Caster, came in to score. And now leads off by getting a board in the air. Breaking ball swung on, and that's hit off the end of the bat by de Caster. Foul first base side, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of 6. It is 5-3 Amarillo. Let's get you caught up here on those American Association scores. 1 and 2. De Caster, all or nothing. A strikeout looking and a 3-run jack. 1-2. Runner the move. Pitch is swung on, bounced out toward third. Fair ball, picked up by Van Pope, and a throw to first base. And De Caster, with a bit of a bad hammy, gets thrown out. You could kind of see him. He wasn't running, well, probably only about 70%, but also trying not to re-injure or aggravate the injury, and he bounces out corner to corner. Breaks up the double play, though. Barbero was on the move, and here's Matt Cusick. He is 0 for 1 tonight. Justin Garcia remains in the game. He works into his 6th inning as the starter for Amarillo. And Cusick is struck out and flown out. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Well, Quebec has defeated St. Paul tonight. That is, I guess, good news, considering the Goldeyes didn't get off to a great start in this one. And Winnipeg leading St. Paul by half a game in the standings. The 0-1. Breaking ball swung on, pounded foul right side, and it's 0-2. And Gary beats Sioux Falls, so that's also good news. And Wichita is pounding Fargo 10-2, and that's good news. That's in the 5th. So again, Quebec defeated St. Paul 6-2. Even if the Goldeyes lose, they'll still retain first place by half a game. They could, if they come back to win this, move their lead by 1.5 on the Saints. The 0-2 is high and tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Quebec over St. Paul 6-2. Gary beat Sioux Falls 8-4 earlier today. Wichita, bottom of the 5th, leading Fargo 10-2. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and that is sent down the right field line. Foul. And Matt Cusick has a foul ball that he ripped down the right field line. And then Lincoln and Laredo rained out. Nothing reported from Grand Prairie and Sioux City, and I wonder if they've been rained out as well tonight. Lincoln, Sioux City generally within about 3 hours of each other. And El Paso leads Kansas City 2-0 in the bottom of the second on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. But good news around the North Division for the Goldeyes anyway. The 1-2 pitch is a called third strike on the outside corner, and Cusick will go down looking. 8 strikeouts for Justin Garcia tonight. He's been real good. 2 away for Luis Alen, who is 0 for 2. And Alen will step up and in from the right side. Luis is lined out to third. A great catch made by Pope. And then bounced out to short. 2 away, Barbero at second base. 5-3 Amarillo. We're in the bottom of 6. First pitch. Breaking ball, way inside, ball 1. Still daylight out here as we're 6 minutes before 9 o'clock Central. Probably won't get dark for, well, another 45 minutes. 1-0. Breaking ball, swung on, lined off the glove of Pope. Into left field, they're going to wave in Barbero. Up with the ball, Buschini, no throw home. RBI single for Louis Alen. It's a 1-run ball game. 5-4, Amarillo leads it. And Luis Alen's 8th RBI of the year on this RBI single. A little 2-out lightning in downtown. Now the batter is Josh Mazzola as he struck out twice. Hard hit ball by Alen. Trying to time it with a leap was Pope at third. It went off his glove. He was stretched right out, climbing the ladder, and couldn't haul it in. And Mazzola stands in. First pitch is high, ball 1. Josh has struck out swinging twice. Here tonight, he is 0 for 4 in the series with 4 strikeouts. Couple of walks as well. Garcia comes set, 1-0. Is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Well, that'll be an unearned run as Amarillo makes an error. Goldeyes are within 1. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on. Wrapped out toward third. It's a foul ball, says Joe Pascucci. The home plate umpire had the call on that one. Ball was picked up cleanly by Pope behind the bag at third. Mazzola got out of that right side batter's box, was hustling down the line. It would have been close, but foul. Emphatically foul, said Joe Pascucci. That was a great foul call by Joe Pascucci. It's like he was casting a spell out of somebody. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is outside and in the dirt. Going to his right was Mitch Albita. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The catcher kept that in front of him. 5 runs, 6 hits for Amarillo. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors for Winnipeg. Now, there will be an error charged. They just haven't put it on the board yet. Garcia will come set, 2-2. Breaking ball, swung on, bounced out toward third. Foul. Throw went to first base. Mazzola would have been safe, but it's a foul ball. 2-2. Steady die to breaking balls from Justin Garcia to Josh Mazzola. Goldeyes are down by 1. They were down 5-0 at one point. And have got back to within 1. And they have the potential tying run aboard. And a guy in Josh Mazzola that we have seen is capable of hitting the ball out of the ballpark. The pitch. Swung on, and that is fouled back into the seats behind home plate. Mazzola, last year at 13 homers in Augusta in A-ball. Drove in 50. In 2009 in Augusta, he had 16 homers and drove in 96. And a throw over to first, and Alen back in time. Career, he's a .281 hitter. His best season was with the Giants in 2008, his first year in rookie ball, .324. Breaking ball, swung on and bounced left side, foul. He has hit 35 homers in his career, including one with the Goldeyes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Garcia comes set. The pitch is low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, like I said, chip away here. Yeah, the Goldeyes are trying to do that. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 away, 1 in, 1 on. Playing off the bag at first is Espinosa. And the payoff pitch. Fastball is outside, ball 4, and Garcia walks his first of the night. And it puts 2 on for Rich Carpenter. And Carpenter 0 for 2 tonight. Finals in the big leagues. American League, we're going to get a pitching visit here by Corey Dommel, the pitching coach for Amarillo. Kansas City beat Cleveland today 6-3 in the American League. Minnesota shut out Oakland 4-0. And the White Sox beat Tampa Bay 4-3. And Toronto, behind a well-pitched performance by Brandon Morrow and 4 solo homers by Encarnacion, Davis, Rasmus, and Laurie, got by Baltimore 4-1. And Baltimore's kind of hit the skids a little bit. Boston leading in the 8th inning over Detroit 5-4. How about this? Seattle has woodshedded Texas. They're in the 5th. Seattle 17. The Rangers no score. Smoke, Montero, and Ackley all with homers for the Yams. Mound meeting is over. First pitch is inside to Carpenter, ball 1. Carpenter 0 for 2 tonight. He has struck out and flown out. Rides a 4-gamer into this one. Luis Alen at second base represents the tying run. The pitch swung on, fouled back to the screen as Carpenter had a good look and a good hack on that pitch. Yankees at Angels later tonight. That's coming up in about 5 minutes' time. Cubs got by San Diego 8-6 today. Pittsburgh beat Cincinnati tonight 2-1. And Atlanta over St. Louis 10-7. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch swung on, lined right down the right field line, over first base, and down into the corner. Easy score for Luis Alen. He'll come in to tie it. They're going to send Mazzola. Here comes the throw, the slide. He is saved. And it's a stand-up triple for Rich Carpenter, a 2-run variety. And Winnipeg has taken a 6-5 lead, storming all the way back with 6 unanswered. And it's a 1-run cushion for Winnie. Big hit for Rich Carpenter. RBI 5 and 6, and a stand-up triple to boot. And Amos Ramon the batter. And you want to talk 2-out lightning. The Goldeyes have struck for 3 with 2 away here in the inning. And Ramon will stand in from the right-hand side. And now some people up in the bullpen for the Sox. Ramon 1 for 2 tonight. Garcia comes set. First pitch is right down the chute for a strike. Officially, it is a stand-up 2-run triple for Rich Carpenter. And the Goldeyes will get Dexter Carter up in the bullpen. The pitch swung on and fouled back. And Ramon puts that on top of the roof for strike 1. 9th inning, Philadelphia leads the Mets 7-3. 8th inning, Miami's gone ahead of Washington 5-3. In the 3rd, 5-5 Colorado and Houston. Michael Kadire with a homer. The pitch, breaking ball swung on, hit up the first base line, hits the base, goes up in the air, barehanded by Espinosa, and the first baseman comes down with that, steps on the base before Ramon can cross it, and records the out. But what an inning it was for Winnipeg. They get 3 runs. They do so on just 2 hits. The biggest one, a 2-run triple by Carpenter, and the Goldeyes will leave 1. There was also an error that factored in, the first for Amarillo tonight. We're through 6. We'll go to the 7th. Winnipeg leading 6-5. TSN 1290.
If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Morey Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Morey Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Morey. These guys hit it right out of the park.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
That hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robin's. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robin's coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robin's fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robin's. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
Golf. It's so much more fun when it's all for a good cause. Join the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation for the 18th Annual Charity Golf Tournament, Monday, July 23rd at Bell Acres Golf and Country Club. Your entry fee includes lunch, power cart, fantastic steak dinner, and prizes. Proceeds go to the Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation to help support local children's charities. And a portion of your entry fee will be tax deductible. Space is limited, so book early. Call 982-BASE for details.
It's time to get back into the action. Batter up, turn it up. This is Goldeyes Baseball on TSN 1290. Now back to the voice of the Goldeyes, Paul Edmonds.
Top of the 7th inning, 6-5 Winnipeg. Yes, 6-5 Winnipeg. They've come back from a 5-0 deficit and scored 6 unanswered. Here's Adam Buschini. First pitch from Alex Jones is low and inside, ball 1. Amarillo scored 4 in the first, 1 in the third, all 4 of the first unearned as the Goldeyes kicked the ball around. They looked like Pele in a South American soccer team. Pitch is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. But have settled in. Scored 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th. They lead it by 1, and they're out hitting Amarillo by 2 at 8-6. Buschini, Opitz, and Alberts. Alex Jones works into his second inning. The pitch is inside, 3-0. And Alex Jones, you don't want to start walking people here after your team has taken the lead. Buschini 1 for 3 tonight. Single his last trip and a stolen base in the 4th. The pitch is inside, ball 4, and here comes Rick Forney. He likely has seen enough. It's going to be one batter for Alex Jones to lead off in this 7th, and he walks him. And Dexter Carter's been throwing to the bullpen, and Rick is marching out with a mission right now, and he's going to take the ball from Alex Jones' hand. And here comes Dexter Carter. Well, we'll take a 70-second timeout on the call of the bullpen. A pitching change being made. 6-5, Winnipeg in front. TSN 1290.
For football.
One of the best trades ever in the history of the CFL, arguably, to get Doug Brown here for basically a box of tape.
For hockey.
First 4 guys in the NHL draft most years are can't miss.
Nothing but sports.
You lead the league in anonymous quotes. You also lead the league in dysfunction.
When sports is your passion.
There's an emotion in the city, and it permeates the dressing room, and the players, they all feel it.
Turn to the station that's even crazier about sports than you are.
I want to be like the Road Warriors. They had the football pads with the spikes coming out and then all the face paint and stuff.
As long as you wear tight shorts, I'm in.
I heard that about you.
Spiky shoulder pads and tight shorts.
I think you still got the panties somewhere around here, Troy, if you want to slip into something a little more comfortable.
Troy really is a sensitive guy. I want spikes and shoulder pads and like mean-looking face paint. Troy wants tights.
Well, almost as crazy. TSN 1290. All sports, all the time. It's time to get back into the action. Batter up.
Dexter Carter is the new pitcher for the Goldeyes. Alex Jones has done 1+ inning. No hits, responsible for 1, a walk, no strikeouts. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. Dexter Carter, a tall, hard-throwing right-hander. By the way, let's go back. And Dan Barbero is actually awarded not an error charge to the first baseman Espinosa. They gave Barbero an infield single on that. So that run will be earned. The first run the Goldeyes scored in the 6th inning. And instead of just 2 hits in the inning, it's 3, and the Goldeyes have 8 hits on the board tonight. No errors, by the way, for Amarillo. But the Goldeyes come back and walk the leadoff guy. And now the potential tying run is aboard for Amarillo in the top of the 7th. And Dexter Carter will face Jake Opitz. And Carter's first pitch, runner on the move, pitches in there for a strike. Throw down to second is not in time. Stolen base, they stay out of the double play. And a first pitch run. Aggressive on the base paths are Amarillo, and a stolen base for Bashini, his 2nd of the night and 5th of the year. And actually the pitch was ball 1. It was outside. Opitz 0 for 3 tonight. The 1-0 is high. 2 balls and no strikes. For Dexter Carter, 6'6", 195, 25 years old, from Murfreesburg, North Carolina. 2 balls and no strikes to Opitz. And the pitch. Low and inside, 3-0. And Dexter comes in for Winnipeg. First time at home. Makes his 5th appearance. He's 0-1 with a 1.29 ERA. And the 3-0 is low and inside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks here. And the Goldeyes have now walked 5 in the night. And here comes Bill Pulsifer. And the Goldeyes will get a right-hander up in the bullpen. And it's Craig James. Craig James throwing in the bullpen down the left field line. Carter's 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks now, 3 strikeouts, and the opposition batting 174 against him. Just updating you on that hockey score as we get the pitching meeting on the mound with Bill Pulsifer, the battery, and first baseman Mazzola. End of the 2nd, New Jersey and the Los Angeles Kings are tied at 1 in Game 1 of that Stanley Cup final. And in the NBA, 3rd quarter, Boston leading Miami. Wow, Boston 59, Miami 52. So here is Tim Alberts, best hitter on this team, and one of the best in the league. He has a home run tonight. He's 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. He reached in an error. First pitch. Fastball on the inside edge for a strike. 6-5 Winnipeg in front. 0-1 to Tim Alberts. Carter from the stretch. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back, and it's strike 2. Goldeyes 6 runs, 8 hits, and 3 errors tonight. 5 runs, 6 hits for Amarillo. 0-2 to Tim Alberts. Connected for his first homer of the year. Off of Chris Salamita to lead off the 3rd. 2 on, nobody out. And the 0-2. Breaking ball. Cold third strike on the outside corner. And Alberts thought it was a little bit low and he'll go down looking. Strikeout number 1 for Dexter Carter. And there's 1 away here. Strikeout number 5 for Goldeye pitching here tonight. And Alberto Espinosa, who's 2 for 3, has hit the ball hard this evening. His out was a line out to center. Will step up and in. He's the first baseman. Right-handed stick, so righty-righty here. Carter will come set. And the first pitch. A little bit high, ball 1. Espinosa had an RBI single in the first, scored a run, singled in the third, was left stranded, then lined out to center field in the fifth. 6-5 Winnipeg, 1 out, 2 on for Amarillo here in the seventh. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, and that fastball. And it's a ball and a strike. Well, let's have a look at what the Goldeyes are doing this week. Brought to you by Boston Pizza. Try Boston Pizza's all-meat wings. This summer, nothing goes better with BP's all-meat wings than all beer. Boston Pizza, here to make you happy. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a spin off by Carter to look. Buschini back to second base. Opitz is over at first. Tomorrow, a 11:05 start. The last of the 3-game series between these two teams. 1 ball, 1 strike to Espinosa. And the pitch. Fastball swung on, wrapped out towards short. Picked up or off the heel of the glove of Bryce Kendall, and everybody's safe. While he had to go to his right, they're going to charge an error on that to Bryce Kendall. It will be E6. And he was looking, here's the situation. He's going to his right, trying to pick up a ball that was hit pretty hard on the ground. And he's thinking, okay, if I pick it up, can I go to second to start the double play? Or should I try to go to third base to get the lead runner? And when you're a little bit undecided on what you're going to do when you're right in the midst of making the play, that's when it goes off the heel of the glove, and it did. And the Goldeyes make their 4th error of the night. And here's Van Pope with the bases loaded and 1 out. First pitch, swung on, lined out to left field. Barbero will make the catch there. And tagging and coming in to score is Buschini with the tying run and the sac fly. So we're locked up at 6 here. There'll be 2 away. First pitch swinging for Pope, his second RBI of the season. And one of those walks comes in to score. Charge that run to Alex Jones. And here is Chuck Lofgren, the DH. So 2 away. And the runners stay put at first and second. Buschini scores from third. And we're tied at 6 just like that. Lofgren, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI tonight, will stand in from the left side. First pitch from Carter. Fastball wide, ball 1. We're on the air at 10:30 tomorrow morning after the big show. Friday night, Gary is in town after the special 11 a.m. start tomorrow. 1-0 in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. 87 on the gun. That's an easy 87 out of the hand of Dexter Carter. Probably 90 on the gun here, but he looks like, well, it's effortless to throw 90 miles an hour for Big Dexter. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch on the inside corner for a strike, 1-2. Danny's Whole Hog Barbecue will be here on Friday, and Danny's Whole Hog pregame charity barbecue on the Promenade. Come early to enjoy delicious pulled pork or pulled turkey on a bun for a pop, or with a pop for $5. Not bad. Proceeds go to the Winnipeg Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chopper off the plate, foul out toward that first base dugout for Amarillo. And back by popular demand, wine, women, and baseball Friday night. Come to Shaw Park for a unique evening exclusively for women. Gather your girlfriends, your BFF, to enjoy some wine, pampering, and a great baseball game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carter comes set the pitch. Swung on, chopper out towards second. Up with it, Cusick. He waits and then throws as Mazzola got to the bag, and that is it here for Amarillo in the top of the 7th. They get a run without the benefit of a hit. There was another Goldeye error and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Meanwhile, it's stretch time here in downtown Winnipeg. We invite you wherever you are tonight to get up with us and stretch them out. 6.5 are in the books. Nothing settled. Tied at 6. TSN 1290.
Welcome back. How was the vacation?
It was fine. Why is everything so different in here?
We upgraded all our office equipment to new technology from Ricoh through Milne Office Systems.
How much more is this costing us?
After Milne did a document needs analysis, they showed us how we could increase our productivity and decrease our costs.
So where's my new copier?
It's not a copier, it's a Ricoh!
Visit milneoffice.com to arrange for your own customized Ricoh digital workflow solution today.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark and fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, both of which are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
We're in the oil business, boys. The all-new Dallas is coming to Bravo, starting Wednesday, June 13th. I'm coming for you. Cousin, new blood.
It's not worth going to war over.
Old feuds.
Think of me as an ally.
Same battleground.
I'm the one who belongs on South Fork.
If you think oil is dirty,
Sure, no one makes business with pleasure.
you haven't met the Ewings.
Real power is something you take.
Fun is just beginning. The all-new Dallas, starting Wednesday, June 13th, only on Bravo.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and a new lefty into the baseball game for Amarillo in this 6-6 tie. So both teams into their bullpens at this point, and this will be number 30. Trent Lair, a left-hander for Amarillo. That's it for Justin Garcia. Trent Lair, the new pitcher, takes over the 7th. Garcia tonight. 6 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, and all of them will be earned. A walk and 8 strikeouts this evening. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. So, top of the order in Kendall, Roberson, and Barbero against Trent Lair. We'll just finish up and tell you about what's happening with the Goldeyes this week for Boston Pizza. Tomorrow, the 11:05 start. Friday, come early for the pregame charity barbecue, courtesy of Danny's Whole Hog. It's also Wine, Women, and Baseball, courtesy of Vincor Canada. Saturday is Pro-Am Tackles, Shimano fishing rod giveaway to the first 300. First pitch is outside to Kendall, ball 1. Also, Girl Guides sleepover that night on Saturday. And then Sunday, Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame game, pitching there for a strike. And lots going on. It's Sunday Family Fun Day. Tickets are $5, $7, $12, and $14, and $18. 1-1 is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Available at Ticketmaster, any location in the province. Ticketmaster.ca, 855-GOLDEYE, or right here at the Ticketmaster location at the box office at Shaw Park. Pitch is in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Love to see you out. Goldeyes.com for more information. Call the office at 982-BASE-2273. 1-888-GOLDEYE, toll free from anywhere in the province, including anywhere in North America. 2-2. Swung on. Chopper out toward first, but foul. Kendall 1 for 3 tonight. And this pitching change with Trent Lair coming in, brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. Lair, a lefty, 6'4", 225, 27 years old, from Edgerton, Kansas. He was with Wichita last year. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on. That's hit off the handle. Bounced out towards second. Up with it. Opitz. Throws to first. And just digging it out is Espinosa for the first out. And there's 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. And the batter, Chris Roberson. For Trent Lair, he makes his 4th appearance. He's 1-1 with a 13.5 ERA. 7 1/3 innings, 14 hits, 11 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, opposition batting .400 against him. Here's Roberson, turns around and bats from the right side. First pitch is swung on and lifted out toward right. Alberts is there, makes the catch, and there's quickly 2 away for Dan Barbero, who's 2 for 3, 2 runs scored tonight.
Number 8, Dan Barbero.
And Barbero, 4 hits in 7 trips. First pitch, swung on and missed for strike 1. Boy, he was swinging for the fence there in this 6-6 tie in the bottom of the 7th. We also need to have a look at the answer and pass along the winner's name on trivia here in the last of the 7th inning with 2 away. Lefty here. Barbero with 2 hits tonight, 4 in the series. 0-1. Swung on, that's fisted and lifted out toward left. And Buschini comes in and makes the catch. We'll have to wait till we get to the top of the 8th inning. Goldeyes go 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the 7th. No runs, no hits, nobody left. On to the 8th, tied at 6, TSN 1290.
Milwaukee Tools continue to revolutionize the cordless power tool industry with the introduction of M18 Fuel, an exclusive line of extreme performance cordless power tools designed, engineered, and built by Milwaukee to deliver unmatched productivity. When you use an M18 tool with the Fuel name, you know you've invested in the most advanced cordless technology available. Simply put, Fuel delivers unmatched power, runtime, and durability on the job site. Fuel, built for the industrial industry.
Commissionaires, Manitoba's premier security solutions provider, will take care of your home security needs the next time you go away on vacation. Commissionaires' team of bonded professionals will check on your home and help satisfy your insurance requirements. They do interior and exterior patrols and make your home look lived in. Visit their website at commissionaires.mb.ca for more information about their House Watch service. Commissionaires, trusted every day, everywhere.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
You're listening to Goldeyes Baseball Live on TSN 1290. Brought to you in part by Avalon and the Gulf Dome.
Well, we go to the 8th inning. Dexter Carter works into his 2nd inning. We are tied at 6. Mitch Albita, Harrison Kane, Jason White, 8, 9, and 1 for Amarillo. They had a 5-0 lead. Goldeyes scored 6 unanswered to go 6-5. Go up 6-5, and then Amarillo, after the Goldeyes walked the first 2 to lead off in the 7th, scored a run to tie it, and that's where we stand. The batter is Albita. He is 0 for 3. Stands in from the right side. And Dexter Carter kicks and comes home. First pitch swung on, late swing, fouled back into the sky sweep behind that first base dugout for Amarillo, and it's strike 1. Let's get to the answer on trivia. It's brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. Carter will come set, righty here. And the pitch. Missed outside, 1-1. Our question tonight was this: with 2 more games remaining in the month of May, including tonight, the Goldeyes could potentially produce 9 wins this month. However, the franchise record for wins in the month of May is 11. What year did that occur? 1-1. Half a swing, didn't go, pitches low, 2-1. Well, congratulations to Adele Ragel from the Village, Osborne Village tonight. Longtime listener, great trivia player, and winner tonight. 2-1. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. It's 2-2. She knew the answer to be 2009. The Goldeyes started 11-3 in the month of May. Had a good year that year. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mitch Albita, 0 for 3 tonight. Right-handed swinging catcher, batting 8th in the order. Carter comes set, and the pitch inside, 3-2. Well, they start 7-3 this year. The problem is, if you want to compare it with 2009, they started earlier that year. 3-2, swung on, wrapped left side, foul. Still 3-2 to Albita. So the only way that you could really tie or break the record is to run the table in the case of the Goldeyes here and go undefeated when you start as they did on the 18th. They had back in 09 almost a full another week of games. Pitch is swung on, bounced out toward third. Diving out is Ramon. Can't come up with it. It's a fair ball. It's going to roll down the left field line. Striding for second is Albita, and he will be in there sliding, although he kind of missed the bag with the slide. Stopped a little short. Did pop up and then get his foot on it. It's a leadoff double here in the 8th inning. Anyway, the best record, 11-3. Goldeyes are 7-3 in the month of May. In a 6-6 tie here tonight, could go to 8-3 or it could drop to 7-4. And the best record, 11-3 in the month of May. It's a franchise record, 11 wins. 2009 it happened. That was our answer. Adele Reigel is our winner. Congratulations, Adele, who picks up a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game and is also eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. Here's Harrison Kane, 0 for 3 tonight. Going to show bunt and lay one down. It's going to be picked up there by Carter, and he's going to throw to first base with Cusick covering. Sacrifice is complete. It goes 1-4, and there's one away with Albita getting over to third base, and here comes Rick Forney. And Jason White's a left-handed batter, and he's got a left-hander loosening in the bullpen, and that is Barrett Phillips. That's probably going to be it for Dexter Carter here tonight. And they have a full squad infield meeting on the mound. We'll play trivia again tomorrow morning, back on the air at 10:30. Brunch with the Goldeyes. Here's Jason White, as he will actually face Dexter Carter here. And White 2 for 4 tonight. So they'll face the left-hander and leave the righty in, although they've got a left-hander warming in the bullpen. It has cooled down a little bit here in the last inning or so. I've kind of felt that here. It's kind of a little chilly. And Jason White has had an infield single, also singled in the second, so singles in the first and second, then grounded out in the fourth, and grounded out in the sixth. Goldeyes will pull the infield in to protect home plate here in the 8th with a runner at third and only one out. Carter will come set, and now time called by Luis Alen, Goldeyes catcher. Still to come, trades and transactions, and also inside the numbers. First pitch, swung on and missed for strike one. Good fastball. While we're down to 14 Celsius and we've dipped down to 57 Fahrenheit. And the wind is only at 4 clicks. Humidity 43%. We are now at 14 Celsius, 57 Fahrenheit. For our American friends, 0-1 to White. The pitch, fastball low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jason White hitting .250, a homer and 7 driven in. Tied at 6, 1 out. Runner at third base for Amarillo. In this 8th inning, infield pulled in for Winnipeg. And the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Beauty. 1-2 to Jason White. Right-hander getting loose in the bullpen for Amarillo. And I think it looks like Wes Littleton. And that's who it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and White down on strikes. That is a big strikeout on a couple of breaking balls for Dexter Carter. Second strikeout of the night. And there's 2 down for Adam Buschini. And the infield can move back now with 2 away. And Buschini will step up from the right-hand side. And Buschini 1 for 3 with a walk, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored tonight. He'll stand in from the right-hand side. Carter will come set. And the first pitch. Curve drops in there for a strike. Beauty. 0-1 from Dexter Carter to Adam Buschini. You know, you're loaded for that fastball at 90 miles an hour. You get that noon to sixer. Pitch is a fastball that's high. Goes to the backstop. Picked up by Alen. Shovels. The tag applied at home by Carter. And they get Albita. What a favorable bounce. A fastball that Buschini had to duck out of the way of. It was right by his head. Went to the backstop. The runner took off in Albita from home, or for home, from third base. And the ball bounced right back to Alen, and he shovels to Carter at home, covering, and he applies the tag, and that is it. It's a caught stealing that ends the top of the 8th, and it goes 2-1. Wow, how about that? The Goldeyes got a favorable bounce off the backstop there, and the inning ends at home plate. No runs. Curse of the leadoff double. 1 hit and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of 8. 6-6. TSN 1290.
What should we bring to the lake for dinner tonight?
Something easy that we can throw in the cooler.
Turkey?
Granny's Poultry introduces their new seasoned turkey breast roast.
Sounds good.
Really good. Pick up a frozen Granny's seasoned turkey breast roast from your local grocery store. Throw it in the cooler, and by the time you get to the lake, it's barbecue ready. For simple and simply delicious recipes, visit Manitoba Turkey Producers at turkey.mb.ca.
Birthdays, office functions, tea parties, whatever. With Archangel Fireworks, every little event becomes a magical backyard affair. So go ahead, rock that next block party. Got a wedding? Bring something blue, and then blow it up. Whatever you do, make it a backyard affair with Archangel Fireworks. At Confusion Corner and online at archangelfireworks.com. The sky is your canvas.
Fix it, build it, or buy it. No matter what, you can feel right at home with an SCU mortgage. We offer builder mortgages to full benefits mortgages, all built with comfortable values you know and trust, all with flexible rate options tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're fixing, building, or buying, talk to an SCU mortgage specialist today. Steinbach Credit Union, taking care of the world's most important mortgage, yours.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. A wild play to end the 8th as the Goldeyes almost throw a wild pitch to give up the lead run. Instead, they get the tag of the runner trying to score from third at home. And we remain tied at 6, and here is Yurendell de Caster to face left-hander Trent Lair. It's de Caster, Cusick, and Alen. First pitch, fastball wide, ball 1. Well, the Goldeyes are out hitting Amarillo, 8-7. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch is outside 2-0. The only thing that saved Winnipeg was how hard Dexter Carter threw that fastball that went over the head of Buschini. He had to duck out of the way of it. If he throws it any lighter than that, they don't get that real good spring back bounce off the backstop cushions. And an easy play for Luis Alen then to pick it up underhanded to home plate. Dexter Carter applies the tag on Albita. Pitch is outside 3-0. Like it all worked in Winnipeg's favor there. was quite shocking. The 3-0 in there for a strike. It's 3-1. We're tied at 6. De Caster a home run tonight. He's 1 for 3. Second home run of the year. And he leads the team with 13 RBI. 3-1. Outside, ball 4, and Lair puts the go-ahead run potentially for Winnipeg aboard with only the second walk issued by Amarillo pitching tonight as the leadoff man aboard. And now Matt Cusick, the batter, he's 0 for 3, and we'll see how the Goldeyes play this. Let's have a look at trades and transactions. It's brought to you by the Animal Hospital of Manitoba. We are a full-service veterinary hospital that also provides behavioral and nutritional counseling. The Animal Hospital of Manitoba, we treat your pet as if they were our own. Well, no moves by the Goldeyes today, but some moves by 6 other teams in the league. And Cusick showing bunt, and he will bunt it foul at home plate. The throw goes to second base, but it's a foul ball. Cusick bunted it foul right back down in the left side batter's box. It was picked up by Albita, the catcher. He threw to second to get De Caster, and it would have been close there, but I watched home plate umpire Joe Pascucci called foul right away. Strike 1. Amarillo signed right-handed pitcher Phil Bartoleschi. He's on the roster and was yesterday. El Paso signed catcher Ryan Lauer. Gary signed right-handed pitcher Marco Gonzalez and left-handed pitcher TJ Wolever. They placed him on the disabled list. Throw over to first base, De Caster back in time. Lincoln released outfielder C.J. Beatty. Sioux Falls released right-handed pitcher Andrew Leibel. St. Paul sold the contract of Dan Sattler to the Minnesota Twins. Right-handed pitcher throwing like 95 miles an hour. Throw over to first base. They wanted to see if Cusick was going to show bunt again, and he did. Tipped his hand. And back in time is De Caster. Strike 1 on Cusick. So that's a blow to St. Paul in their closer's role in the back end of that bullpen. That's trades and transactions as Dan Sattler, the biggest news, sold to the Minnesota Twins from the Saints. And a bunt shown. Breaking ball is on the outside corner as Cusick pulled back. Strike 2. Trades and transactions for the Animal Hospital of Manitoba. We treat your pet as if they were our own. Miami's now got in front of Boston 81-75 in that NBA game. End of the third quarter down in South Beach. 0-2 to Cusick. Matt is 0 for 3. And the pitch. Breaking ball down and away. Blocked there by Albita. He got away from him, but he kept it by his feet. No advance from De Caster. 6-6 is the score. Goldeyes came back from a 5-0 deficit. Cusick has struck out twice tonight. They wanted to get the bunt down and play the small ball, but he fouled the first one. Then pulled back at a breaking ball and took a called strike. And you don't really want to be trying to lay down a bunt with 2 strikes on you. If you don't get it down, you're automatically out. So take it off and let the guys swing away. Another throw goes over to first base, and De Caster back in time. Yurendell does not have a stolen base this year. And against the left-hander in Trent Lair, a little bit tougher. So we'll see what Cusick can do here. 1-2. Lair comes set. And the pitch is just outside. Oh, boy, that looks real good. And they're barking a little bit over on that Amarillo dugout, and I don't blame them. Pardon the pun, but this has not been a highlight night for Joe Pascucci. Two balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and he is out. Is Matt Cusick. And here comes John Harris. He's going to make a pitching change. He's going to want the right-hander. And Wes Littleton, I believe, he'll check in when we check back. Back in 70 on the call of the bullpen, tied at 6, 1 out, runner at first base. Bottom of 8 on TSN 1290.
Sports fans, TSN 1290 and TSN1290.ca have your day planned for you. It begins with breakfast and a ride to work with a big show with Jay and Westwood.
Minus is a misleading statistic.
How the hell is that, Jay? How can you win a game if you're minus?
Then there's coffee with the herd.
I got news for you. Andrew Luck is better than 10 quarterbacks in the NFL today.
And an afternoon with Jim Rome.
When did it stop being interesting?
Then we'll take you home with Hustler and Lawless.
I think pound for pound, I think we're the best fans in the league. What do you guys think?
Well, I'll tell you what, I get the exact same feeling as you're talking about. We're competing on a major landscape against all these other places. I think it's a great story. And the fans of the Jets, you bet, they're right up there with anyone else.
Mornings, afternoons, and all day long. It's TSN 1290 and TSN1290.ca. All sports. Score! All the time.
Well, bottom of the 8th inning, and Wes Littleton will check into the baseball game. He'll be the third pitcher of the night for Amarillo. 6-6 is the score. Trent Lair, 1 1/3 innings, no hits. Responsible for 1, a walk, a strikeout. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And Luis Alen will be the batter, as Wes Littleton will get his complement of 8 warm-up pitches. And Littleton, 6'2", 210, 29 years old, was in Tacoma last year, AAA, from Hayward, California. And Littleton will make his 8th appearance. He's 0-1 with a 5.14 ERA. 7 innings, 9 hits. 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and the opposition batting .273 against him. And Luis Alen, the batter, he's 1 for 3, an RBI single his last trip, before coming in to score on that 2-run triple by Carpenter that tied it. That gave the Goldeyes the lead. And then Amarillo tied it after the Goldeyes scored 3 in the bottom of the 6th with the Singleton in the top of 7. We're in the bottom of 8, tied at 6. Here's Littleton. The Goldeyes saw him a couple of times, a couple of weeks back, in Amarillo in that opening series. And Alen steps in from the right side. First pitch is outside, ball 1. De Caster at first with 1 away. Goldeyes having a right-hander loosely in the bullpen. And it's Nick Carr, just in case. And the pitch is outside, 2-0. Just in case they score a run here. I have not got any word on attendance. Try to dig it up, though, for you. Littleton looks in. 2 balls and no strikes. Gets the sign. Waggling the bat is Alen. The pitch is a breaking ball. Swung on, bounced out toward third, and it hit the third base bag. Picked up there by the third baseman, Van Pope. Throws to first, and it won't be in time to get Alen. Wow, did the Goldeyes get a fortuitous bounce off the pillow at third. Second hit tonight for Louis Alen. Good play by Van Pope, though, to stay with it. Pull it down after it went shooting up into the air after it hit the base. And then make a throw across to try to get the Goldeyes catcher running down the line. 2 on. Now for Josh Mazzola with 1 away. And Mazzola is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored tonight. And Littleton will come set. First pitch is low, ball 1. Well, let's have a look at inside the numbers here. $6,444, I think, tonight. 1-0 is on the inside edge for a strike. Good breaking ball. 6,434 tonight is the attendance. 64-34. Pretty good. One ball, one strike. To Mazzola, the pitch. Swung on, broken bat, bounced out toward first. Gonna get it by the first baseman. Opitz picks it up, though, the second baseman covering, and he throws to the pitcher. Littleton covering the bag. And they get Mazzola for the second out. There'll be a 4-1 put out at first. It moves De Caster over to third, and Alen up to second base, and here comes Rich Carpenter, who struck out, flown out, and had a 2-run triple tonight. And Carpenter will face Wes Littleton with an opportunity to have another base hit and maybe put Winnipeg back out in front again. And they're going to walk him to load the bases and face Amos Ramon. Well, this is a good move because Carpenter is a left-handed batter. Littleton a right-handed pitcher. And they'll want the force, and they also feel they can deal with Amos Ramon a little bit easier. So it'll be 4 wide intentional to Carpenter. Third walk of the night issued by Amarillo pitching. And it'll load the bases with 2 away in a 6-6 tie in the bottom of the 8th inning. By the way, trades and transactions, of course, brought to you by the Animal Hospital Manitoba. Inside the Numbers brought to you by Recycle Everywhere, working together to make away-from-home recycling commonplace. To learn more, visit recycleeverywhere.ca. Aluminum cans are the most recycled and most recyclable beverage container in the world. Nationwide, 105,784 cans are recycled every minute. While the attendance here tonight, the Goldeyes 6,434 strong. And going together with that big crowd again last night, this is not shabby either. Goldeyes are over 13,000 for 2 games. Here's Ramon, bases loaded, righty-righty, first pitch. Right down the chute for a strike. Ramon 1 for 3 tonight. And Amos hitting 219. Nothing and 1 to Ramon. And now Littleton will step off. And the Goldeyes leading the league in attendance. And the 0-1. Swung on, ground ball right side. Opitz will pick it up, and he'll take it to the base at second himself. And the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So fielder's choice that Ramon hits into Carpenter is forced. 4 unassisted at second. And we go to the 9th inning tied at 6. No runs, 1 hit. And the Goldeyes leave the bases loaded. After 8, Winnipeg 6, Amarillo 6, TSN 1290.
Don't just tune up your car this spring. Tune up your golf swing, too, at the Golf Dome. While outdoor ranges go through the snow to slush to swamp to skeeter cycle, you can be honing your swing for spring inside at the Golf Dome. Get the edge with golf lessons on the driving range, or hit courses from around the world with the Golf Dome's virtual golf simulators. So next time you think about a spring tune-up for this, be sure to make time for a tune-up for this. The Golf Dome, the bubble just off Sterling Lyon Parkway.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now, with the Goldeyes Community Zone, even more memories are available to be made. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982-BASE. These extra seats are only possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So, from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you. Can-Ed Inns, Labatt, Manitoba, and Dairy Farmers of Manitoba.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can happen, because we're blending up a difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
Never miss the action with live Goldeyes coverage on TSN 1290. Now, back to the voice of the Goldeyes. Here's Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the ninth inning. Nick Carr is the fourth pitcher of the Goldeyes evening as he replaces Dexter Carter in a 6-6 tie. Carter 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, a walk, 2 strikeouts. Pitching change for Johnson Waste Management, 4.520909. And Carr will come in for the second straight night. Buschini, Opitz, and Alberts. 2, 3, 4 in the order. In a 6-6 tie for Amarillo here in the ninth inning. Well, as mentioned, the Goldeyes on Inside the Numbers for Recycle Everywhere, leading the league in attendance after 2 games, as you might expect. 74-22 last night we're here. And here tonight, 64-34. So almost 14,000. First pitch is low and inside. Ball 1. And that will bring the average to somewhere around 6,800, which will be almost 2,000 more than the next best team, which is Laredo. Pitches in there for a strike. It's 1-1. For Nick Carr, a right-hander from the great state of Idaho. Pitch is outside, 2-1. Twin Falls, Idaho, 25 years old, 6'1", 195. Activity, double barrel activity in the bullpen for Amarillo. 2-1 pitch is outside, 3 balls and 1 strike, and off the glove of Luis Alen. For Nick Carr, he comes in, as mentioned, makes his second straight appearance in this series after appearing last night. His 7th appearance of the year, no record, a 1.59 ERA. 3 saves, not a save situation in this tie. The 3-1 swung on, and that is lifted out toward right, twisting into foul territory. A long run there for Mazzola, and he runs out of room as it bounces in front of him in the bullpen for Amarillo, and that's strike 2, 3-2. 3 saves, not a save situation here tonight in this 6-6 tie. 5 2/3 of work of innings. 5 2/3 innings of work. 4 hits, 1 run. No walks, 6 strikeouts. Opposition batting 182 against the former New York Met farmhand. Buschini 1 for 3 with a walk, 2 stolen bases, and a run scored. He had the baseball mulligan when he was at the plate and a ground ball hit sharply out towards short, up with it, and a throw to first base in time is David Narodowski. As Narodowski comes in off the bench and makes a really nice play to get the leadoff batter here in the ninth inning. And Price Kendall having a seat on the bench in this tie game. So David Narodowski with a fine play. First pitch is swung on and fouled back by Opitz. And out of play for strike 1. 0-1. Jake Opitz is 0 for 3 with a walk. And this happens here in the ninth inning with Narodowski, and a pitch in there for a strike. Nothing in 2 quickly here to Jake Opitz as Nick Carr will come set in the pitch. Breaking ball is in the dirt. It skips away. In fact, kicks left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 away in the top of this ninth in a 6-6 tie. And as I said, a right-hander and a lefty in the bullpen for Amarillo. And the right-hander is number 21 in Chase Johnson. And there's another right-hander in there. I apologize. Both righties in that bullpen. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Opitz. The pitch. Breaking ball, hit off the end of the bat, rolled out toward third. Up with it with Ramon. He's going to have to hurry, and he throws to first in time to get Opitz for the second out. Well, he had to hurry, did Ramon. He did. After he picked it up and fired a strike across, 2 down for Tim Alberts. And Tim Alberts will stand in from the right side.
Now batting the right fielder, number 16, Alberts.
And it might be Phil Barteski down there as well. Here's Alberts, 1 for 4 tonight. A home run, first pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 1. Chase Johnson and Phil Barteski down there. Number 15. We didn't have a number for him, but we do now. And a pitch to the backstop here, and that's ball 1, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We are tied at 6 in the top of the 9th inning. Wichita leading Fargo 12-6 in the 9th. That is in Fargo. Wichita looking for the series sweep. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball at 89 on the gun here. And the count 1-2 to Tim Alberts. Kansas City leading El Paso 8-7 in the 5th on the Manitoba Blue Cross out of town scoreboard. 1-2, the pitch is low, 2-2. Well, this one's been an interesting game. The Goldeyes 6 runs, 9 hits, and 4 errors. 6 and 7 for Amarillo. They're going to overtime in New Jersey, 2-2. Breaking ball just missed outside. Oh, boy. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 to Tim Alberts. That was a good breaking ball from Nick Carr. Carr working from the stretch. He'll come set. And the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on, fouled back. Right to the screen. We do it again. Kings 1, Devils 1, end of 3 in the first game of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Carr back to the top of the hill. He'll lean over to get the sign from Luis Alen. And he'll come set. 3-2 pitch. Just missed outside, ball 4. It's a 2-out free pass. And the batter is Alberto Espinosa. Fourth quarter, under 6 minutes to go in the NBA tonight. In the Eastern Conference Final, Boston leading Miami by 1, 88-87. Here's Espinosa. He is 2 for 4. So it's a walk issued from Nick Carr to Tim Alberts. First pitch is swung on and missed. And Espinosa with one hand on the bat, waving right through that as he got fooled, strike 1. Again, 6,434 here tonight. Carr comes set, 0-1. Down and away. Nice backhanded pickup going to his right by Alen. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Goldie trying to get the fans to help out here. Little unison clapping. Carr comes set, 1-1. Swing and a miss. On a change of pace, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 away in the inning. Here we go. Yep. From the stretch. 1-2. Breaking ball outside, and no throw down to second base as Tim Alberts will steal that. and get down to second. And again, Luis Allen thought that maybe they had a called third strike there on a breaking ball. The count goes to 2-2. Two balls and two strikes to Espinosa. In a 6-6 tie, we're in the top of the ninth inning, 2 away. Card comes set, 2-2. Breaking ball, missed outside, 3-2. Another non-call by Joe Pascucci. Fans didn't like it. Looking ahead to the ninth, it would be Kendall's spot, which is now probably occupied by Narodowski, Roberson, and Barbero. 1, 2, 3 in the order. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him on strikes. Ball was held onto by Alen, and the inning ends at home plate. Tried to hold up to Espinosa, got fooled on it, couldn't check his swing. And it's a strikeout for Nick Carr, and that's it. In the top of the ninth for Amarillo. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth in a 6-6 tie. Again, top 3 spots in the order. Likely Narodowski, then Roberson and Barbero. We'll see what happens when we return on TSN 1290.
Swing into spring at Salisbury House, and you could be watching the Goldeyes swing their bats free. Sal's is proud to introduce Extras, 4 great new taste sensations. Swing into spring and try new Extras, and you'll receive a free High Five Goldeyes ticket voucher at all participating Salisbury House locations. But there's more. You also get to enter to win a Goldeyes suite to watch a home game in style with family and friends. So swing into spring with new Extras at Salisbury House. Your house, your food, your way.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk. Sarah's on the line.
I want a cool new phone, but I have a fear of commitment.
Well, now with Rogers FlexTab, you can get your dream phone, like an HTC One X, on your terms with a low upfront payment.
That's great.
And you could be free of your FlexTab agreement at any time just by paying the remaining balance for the phone.
So I could pay it off in a couple of months.
Sure.
Or next year.
No need to commit. Introducing FlexTab from Rogers. Conditions apply.
Yours today at your local Rogers store, the official wireless provider to the Winnipeg Goldeyes.
All your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
Now, new pitcher for Amarillo, Phil Bartelski, will come into the baseball game in this ninth inning. And that is it for Wes Littleton. 2/3 of an inning for him. 1 hit, no runs, a walk. It was intentional, no strikeouts. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. 452-0909. We're tied at 6. In the bottom of 9, my name is Paul Edmonds. Our producer-operator back in the studio is Eric Fritchie. Dana Robbie helping us out on site. And the Goldeyes have stormed back from a 5-0 deficit, took a 6-5 lead, gave up a run in the 7th. As Amarillo tied it, that's where we stand. And then we go to this last of the 9th. And it will be David Narodowski, Chris Roberson, and Dan Barbero. And David Narodowski came in defensively for Price Kendall. I don't know if Price is hurt or whether it was just a change made by Rick. But Narodowski will have a chance to swing the bat here. This should be Bartelski's first appearance, and it is. He is 6'7", 29 years old, from West Virginia. No, he's from Virginia, excuse me. First pitch is outside, ball 1. And he was just signed, added to the roster. We didn't even have a number for him. And the pitch is in there for a strike. David Narodowski has had 10 previous at-bats. This is game 7. He's batting .200. No homers, no RBI. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. His job is to try to get on and then see if the Goldeyes can manufacture something. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bryce Kendall was 1 for 4 in this spot tonight. 1-2. Swung on, and that's fouled away. And that will get on top of the roof. 1 ball and 2 strikes here at Shaw Park. Back on the air tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning. 1-2 in the dirt. Nice block there by Albita, the catcher. 2 balls and 2 strikes to David Narodowski. Two and 2. And a new ball for Phil Bartelski. Two. Down and away, and the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. Phil Bartelski, 6'7", 240 pounds, 29 years old. Was in New Jersey in the Can-Am League last year. 3-2. Swung on, wrapped left side foul. Right by Rick Forney. Still sporting the hoodie tonight as the manager and third base coach of the Goldeyes. Tom Vaith over at first base. So Rick's second year back at coaching third base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Narodowski got fooled on that. Chased the pitch upstairs. Strikeout for Bartelski. And here's Chris Roberson, who's 1 for 4. And Roberson will bat from the left side against the right-hander. We're in the bottom of the 9th, 1 away. And Roberson with the outfield straight away, looking to maybe slice one into the gap and use his legs. First pitch is outside, a little bit high, ball 1. Wichita has defeated Fargo 12-6 tonight. So Fargo's lost 3 in a row to Wichita. And Wichita continues to roll along and win 1-0. Swung on, ground ball right back up the middle for a base hit. Second hit tonight for Roberson. Now, Barbero, excuse me, is the way that it is pronounced properly. Barbero will stride up. I've got to think that the Goldeyes will want him to take a pitch or 2 to see if they can get Roberson to steal second. By the way, Wichita won their 8th in a row tonight with that win over Fargo. They've won 8 straight. They're 10-3. First team to 10 wins in the American Association. Barbero is 2 for 4 tonight. 2 runs scored. And he'll face the right-hander in Bartelski. And we'll see if Roberson takes off on the first pitch. I don't see the Goldeyes bunting here at all with 1 away. Bartelski will come set and a step off. And it looks Roberson back toward first base. No sign of a bunt for Barbero. Bartelski comes set, and the runner on the move. Pitches outside, it gets away from Albita, goes to the screen, and Roberson will stop with a big turnaround second, and he'll have the stolen base. Well, there you go. Kind of called it. Goldeyes wanted Barbero to take a pitch, and they wanted to get Roberson to go as quick as possible in the count. And he steals the base, his 4th. He's 4 for 4 in the base paths on the first pitch of Barbero's at bat here. And not only that, but it was put in the dirt, went to the backstop. Albita picked it up. Roberson thought about going to third. That would have been gutsy. Instead, he holds up with a big lead after that, and now checks back up. 1 ball and no strikes to Barbero. Now the Goldeyes will have 2 cracks, and they're going to walk Barbero now with first base open. This is the other good move here, and let the booing commence. Second intentional walk by Amarillo tonight, but they'll put 2 on to face De Caster, get a right-handed batter, and try to set up the double play. Remember, De Caster could be an easy candidate to double off because he's not running very well with that hamstring problem. He has hit a 3-run homer tonight, and he's 1 for 3 as Barbero will trot down to first base, taking 4 wide after they fell behind. 1 ball and no strikes. So 2 on and 1 out, and the bottom of the 9th in a 6-6 tie. And De Caster looking for a base hit. A base hit likely scores Roberson because he has great wheels. Now the outfield is not that deep, especially center fielder Harrison Kane. The outfield straight up and down and not very deep on De Caster here. I mean, if it's hit over their head, it's hit over their head. They just don't want anything falling in front of them. Infield back, runner at second. And they're looking for something on the ground are the Sox. First pitch to De Caster, swung on and fouled back. He had a good hack on that, strike 1. De Caster came in batting 188, but 1 for 3 tonight with a walk. Cracked his second home run. He has RBI, 11, 12, and 13 in the game. And that's for the year. 11, 12, and 13 with that 3-run homer. Strike 1 on him. The pitch. Swung on. That's hit out to left center. Here comes Bashini, and he'll make the catch for the second out. Well, there you go. 2 away now for Matt Cusick. This is kind of where you miss John Weber, right? I mean, Weber would have hit third. You might have walked Weber in the same situation. And Matt Cusick steps in from the left side. 6 runs, 10 hits, and 4 errors for Winnipeg. 6 runs, 7 hits for Amarillo. And Cusick stands in, waggling the bat from the left side. Bardleski comes set. First pitch is outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Bardleski comes set. The pitch is high, 2-0 to Cusick. Cusick 0 for 4 tonight, and he struck out 3 times. He is hitless in the series. He is 0 for 8. The Los Angeles Kings have won Game 1 over New Jersey, 2-1 in overtime. In the NHL tonight, 2 balls and no strikes to Cusick. The pitch is high, ball 3. If Cusick reaches, well, you bring Luis Alen to the plate. And Louis handles the bat pretty well, especially in this type of situation. 3 balls, no strikes to Cusick. He'll be taking for sure. 3-0. Bardleski will come set. The big right-hander will deliver the 3-0, and it's high, ball 4. Second walk issued by Bardleski, and here comes Corey Dommel, the pitching coach for Amarillo. And the bases will be loaded. The Goldeyes are 90 feet away from a victory. We're down to 9 degrees Celsius, 49 Fahrenheit. 9 or 49 right now. Mound meeting is over. For Luis Alen last year, runners in scoring position and 2 outs, he hit .308 with 19 RBI. It was funny, the real Spanish influence in Laredo, they were announcing not Luis Alen as Luis Alen, but Luis Alen is the way they were saying it in Laredo, which is probably the way with the intonation you should. First pitch is outside, ball 1 to Luis Alen. 1 ball, no strikes. Louis tonight lined out, bounced out, had an RBI single, and then singled again his last trip in the 8th inning. He also has scored a run tonight. He's 2 for 4. 3 hits in the series. Bases are loaded. Winning run at third, and Chris Roberson. 1 ball and no strikes to Louis Alen. Bardleski will come set after getting the sign. The pitch. Swung on, slashed down the right field line, but foul. 1 and 2. That went into the seats down the right field line. Goldeyes have a right-hander in the bullpen in Craig James, in case the Goldeyes don't get it done in the bottom of this 9th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Alen. Bardleski will look in, get the sign from Albita, and then comes set. 1-1 is a fastball that's high, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. A Goldeye at every base, but the winning run is 90 feet away, represented by Chris Roberson in the 6-6 tie in the bottom of the 9th inning. Goldeyes have won 4 straight over Amarillo, looking for their 2nd straight series win over the Sox, the 2-1. Swung on, line right back up the middle for a base hit. Alen has singled home Roberson, and the Fish win it here tonight with their last at bat in the bottom of the 9th. Fish win! Fish win! Fish win tonight! An RBI single by Louis Alen, and the final score is 7-6 Winnipeg. Allen's with his 3rd hit of the night. And Roberson will score a solid single right back up the middle tonight by Luis Alen in his 3rd hit and 2nd RBI. And the Goldeyes get it done. 7-6 the final score. And Winnipeg has won their 8th game in 11 starts, and they move their record to 8-3, and they're a game and a half better than St. Paul for first in the North. For Winnipeg in the 9th, a run, 2 hits, and they'll leave 3. The final score, Winnipeg 7, Amarillo 6. The postgame show and the totals after these on TSN 1290.
Before baseball, I packed his favorite red bag with 2 oranges, his big water bottle, lucky glove, 2 balls, and an extra pair of socks just in case.
He's all ready for the big game, but he may not be ready for...
Psst, hey, try this. All the players use it.
Talk to your kids about chewing tobacco today, because if you think you've prepared them for everything, you don't know spit. Brought to you by Mantra, the Manitoba Tobacco Reduction Alliance.
just not come back for you. Well, you guys have shown that character, as we talked about on the Texas road trip, of coming back. But just tell me a little bit about the start tonight and how concerned you were.
Yeah, we're just, as I told you, earlier today in the pregame and a few other times in interviews, that our defense is just substandard right now, and it's taxing our pitching staff a little bit and putting us in position where we're potentially at risk to lose a game. But we don't have any business winning today, to be honest with you. But our bats came alive. The big 3-run home run by Yurendell got us back into it. And, it just, I'll say this for my club. They don't give up. They don't care what the circumstances are. They don't care what happened the prior inning. They just kind of seem to forget about some of their mistakes and move on past it and continue to play until that final out's recorded. And they just seem to find ways to get it done.
Yeah, was the De Caster 3-run jack the spark for you?
Yeah, I think so. I think, we're kind of approaching the middle portion of the game there and being down 5-0. It just, once you get through your third at bat, you got nothing happening that day. Sometimes it's easy to roll it over and pack it in and maybe rush through some of your at bats and get the heck out of here, especially when you're playing for her. But he seemed to bring us right back in the ball game. We switched our defensive guys back to normal positions and seemed to hold the game somewhat calm. We had a couple leadoff walks that, put us at risk again later in the ball game, but we seemed to find a way to get out of it and put ourselves in position to win in the 8th and the 9th, and we finally knocked that wall down in the 9th inning.
You moved David Narodowski in the 9th inning defensively. Is everything okay with Price?
Yeah, Price went in, or David went in the 8th inning. Just Price is struggling a little bit at shortstop, and we were in a tie ball game, so I decided to make a switch. Just had a conversation with Price just to let him know, why I did it, and we move on.
Okay. Pitching. What did you think of Salamina? I thought he settled in okay.
He did good. You know what? He should have had a 9-pitch inning in the first inning. It wound up being 35 pitches, so we took 2 innings from him with our poor defense. But it took him a while. He started to self-employ.